I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Just give me a big yes in the chat box. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. I'm just gonna wait for everyone. And you have so many, I've never seen a chat move so quickly. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna literally, but over the next hour or so, we may even go beyond the hour. I want to provide you with everything you need to know to be able to build a passive income without spending any money on ads. I'm gonna go through the step-by-step. I'm gonna make sure that no one gets left behind. This is really the whole message of my entire company. And I want to make sure that you walk away at the end of today saying, that was brilliant. Whether you want to be part of our community or not, I want a 100% approval rating. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I will not leave here until you guys feel that this was something that was literally, as exactly what Dawn said, that by the end of today, you'll feel that this was an hour extremely well spent. All right, so guys, if you are ready, you are literally close your email account. You are ready to focus. I do need your attention. Just give me a yes, ready in the chat box, and we're going to get started straight away. All right, amazing, amazing. Welcome. And by the way, I do have our in-house eBay expert here as well. There's going to be answering any specific questions you have about anything in terms of e-commerce or about online marketing search. I'm going to introduce him in just a couple of minutes. Let's get into this right away. So today, I want to introduce you what we call the X method for building passive income that took us over 10 years to perfect, and it's based on the findings of over 19,000 of our students. I've learned this the hard way. I'm going to get into that in just a minute, but this is not something that we found immediately online. It took me 10 years. We've had a really successful business over the last 10 years, but nothing has come close to the offer, what we're doing for you and what we're sharing with you today. All right, so let me go over our findings. Over the last 10 years have revealed to us the 3 big reasons why newbies almost entirely fail to make sales online. I'm going to go through those 3 reasons, and I'm also going to provide you with the solutions to these problems, remember, based on over 10 years of experience. Question number 1, where should I build my business? What platform should I use to build my business on? What's the lowest hanging fruit? Make the wrong decision here, and I can pretty much guarantee you, your chances of success are less than 2%. And I know that the hard way based on my own students. I'm going to open up to you like I've never opened up before, because Dawn has asked me to share all of my findings and to reveal all. So I hope I can feel comfortable in this community to really just open up and share absolutely everything. The second question is how to drive a lot of free traffic completely and utterly for free. That's right, a lot of free traffic. I'm going to share with you how to do it. Why? Because I don't want you gambling to grow your business. I know with experience that when someone is forced to gamble money in order to get a breakthrough, the chances are at some point down the road, you start to give up. Whether you've invested 200 or 300 or 500 or 1,000, some people sometimes invest a lot more, but at some point, it breaks down. I'm not going to allow that to happen to you. And the third question I want to answer is how to find a ton of winning products to sell that you can make money whilst reducing your workload by over 90, if not 95%. Because the third biggest reason that newbies have a hard time is that we're so busy with life. I want to resolve that for you as well. We're going to explain how this X method has turned the tables around from 98% failure rates to over 85% of complete newbies with no experience whatsoever online in sales or e-commerce or marketing, making the first ever sales within 30 days, growing on average 30% every month. And we're going to see some wonderful results I'm going to share with you from A to Z. Plus, I'm going to show you how you can get 95% work done for you, so you can get predictable results, even if you find yourself busy with your life. We're going to discover in this hour what you need to do to get started, your role, because we're not doing everything. We're going to do 95%. I'm going to share with you what is your 5% that you are going to need to focus on, and how beta testers are already hitting numbers like $30,000 plus a month in sales. It's in a 30-day period within just a couple of months of starting. So guys, who's excited to discover the X method? I want to see an X in the chat box if we're on target here. This is something you'd like to understand, right? The letter X. I want to see some 700, 800 X's in the chat box. Or Dawn, I can have a nice early evening here. Oh, I can see. Oh my gosh, you guys are going crazy. Okay, let's do this step by step. Before I share with you the exact method, I will go through it from A to Z. As I said, no one will be left behind. I just want to share with you some results from beta testers. These are within 30 days, a 30-day period of time. As you can see here, it is $16,000 in sales. And most of these results are being generated within 30 to 60 days, 90 days in some cases, where they're already hitting 5 figures in sales. That's $11,000 in sales. Another one close to $12,000. And now I'm going to give you an example of someone, this is about 3 or 4 months after he got started, at nearly $27,000 in sales. These are newbies. I'm not sharing with you experts in e-commerce. I'm only sharing results of people that have never had success before. And better still, I'm not going to use that C word today. These stories are immune to what's going on in the outside world. They're completely immune. In fact, I'm going to share with you why so many of these guys are having more success today than even ever before. So again, it's immune. We're talking about building something that is immune to the outside world and everything that's going on in the world right now. And I'm sure, and that's something that is going to be helpful to you. Now, before I do share with you the exact steps, I just want to share a little confession. This was difficult for me. I've been online for over a decade. We built an 8-figure business. I've been teaching online marketing, and I've never been able to share a strategy that's getting as good results and consistently like we have right now. I have not, and I'm telling you, I found it very hard. You can see me in the middle picture there. I put on a lot of weight at some point. Thank God I lost it all again afterwards. But I went through, I've been around the world. I've helped a lot of our members. Some of our members have built 8-figure businesses in the past with strategies that we've shared with them. But I'll be honest with you, when I saw that maybe 2, maybe 3% of our members were getting results on the strategies that I was sharing, I just couldn't do it anymore. Because I was seeing that there are good people that just couldn't get through. They couldn't manage to make the breakthroughs because of the problems that I shared with you in the introduction. And that is something I literally dropped it. I reduced my team. I went back to square one in order to find something that would be a game changer for multitudes, not just to 2%. We see here groups of just the smaller groups of our members that came to meet with us that were the success stories. But I wasn't interested in just a group of success stories, 2-3%. I wanted to see mass success. All right, so what is that X method? What is the secret that's generating this huge success? So guys, it's made up of solutions to the 3 biggest issues. I'm going to repeat them one more time, then we're going to solve them one by one. What's the easiest strategy for getting started? How do I make sales without spending any money on advertising? And how do I build a business when I have a busy life that keeps getting in the way? So let me ask you guys, write in the chat box 1, 2, or 3. If I was to ask you based on your experience to date, if you try to build an online business and you haven't succeeded to the level that you would have liked, what is the biggest thing that is holding you back? Where do you find yourself struggling? Is it that you're not quite sure what strategy to use? What's the lowest hanging fruit? Number 2, how do I do this without having to invest a ton of money in advertising, which could cripple the person? And number 3, maybe life is just getting in the way. It's not easy to build a business. In fact, I can see there's a lot of 3s, 1s and 3s, a couple of 2s, all of them. I like that, and that's being very, very honest. So guys, let's go through these one by one. So what's the best platform to build your business on? And what is the mistake that I'm seeing 99% of newbies making? All right, so here's the criteria. I believe, and this is again based on 10 years of experience. We need to see fast traction. I want something that's scalable, low investment, that's obviously critical, something that's proven and it's going to get predictable results, easy to apply. So if someone's got technophobes got issues with technology, it's not an issue. No inventory, no warehouses, which is just increased expenses. No background knowledge required, somebody can get started today. That's obviously very important, especially for your first online experience. You want to have a breakthrough fast, and it needs to be something that anyone can do. So that was my criteria. Now that generally leads people into e-commerce, because our e-commerce in potential can solve those issues. What is e-commerce? Selling products online. You can get fast traction. It is scalable. It's a low investment if you do it the right way. If you can, there is predictable income potentially. It can be easy to apply. People can like the idea of dropshipping, not having to have inventory or warehouses, and they tell you you don't need any background knowledge. However, there is a mistake that people make, and I'm going to share with you a very important distinction, and I think this is going to open up your minds. And that is, there are 2 types of e-commerce business that you could build. One is going to have an 85% chance of you making sales very quickly in weeks, and one has a 2% chance of you ever making sales. All right, I want you to guess which one it is, by the way. There's marketplaces like Amazon and eBay, and then there's what we call stand-alone solutions like Shopify and WooCommerce. Don't get me wrong, I love all of these solutions, but the question is, what is the right thing at the right time for the right person? So what is the distinction between marketplaces and standalone stores? So let's start with the standalone solutions, such as Shopify, WooCommerce, maybe even on other systems as well. Number one, you need to build your own store. That requires you to be an expert in liquid code, which is not simple. So you have to invest your time or your money in getting this done. So there's an upfront, before you even get started, an upfront investment. Number two, your store in a standalone solution like Shopify stands in the middle of a desert. No one is going to see you. You could build a beautiful store, have thousands of products in there. No one is going to see those products unless, and this is the big issue, you are an excellent marketer, a great Facebook advertiser or Google advertiser, and you have the budget to test, and trial and error until you get good conversions. All right, so that is a prerequisite for standalone solutions. And I think perhaps even the biggest issue is there's a heavy stress on building your own brand, because they're just on a desert store. They don't know what it is. They're not on something that they recognize. And if you don't have a brand, no one is going to trust you. It's going to be very hard to get someone to put their hands in their pockets and to trust you that they can spend money with you, even if you drove traffic to your store. So that is complicated. Guys, does it make sense to start here, where you have to build your own store? You have to be good in either invest money or time in building that store. You need to drive your own traffic, have investment for that. You need to be a techie, have marketing skills to make that work, and you have to have the time to build your brand. Does that make sense to you? Do you think if you're starting out trying to build a business online? Write in the chat box and yes if you think that does make sense, and no if it doesn't make sense. I'm going to wait for everyone's response here. I can see Sharon says no, Ray says no, no sense whatsoever. So guys, isn't it crazy? And this took me, Dawn, years to recognize. It is crazy that so many so-called newbie-friendly courses out there are telling you to build specifically your first store on one of those platforms. Now, I was doing that at the beginning as well because I was seeing some great success from some of our members. The problem was the vast majority were not. So after several years, and despite great results for a small group of members, and we were doing extremely well from setting these programs because they're very sexy, I threw in the towel. Now, let's compare that to marketplaces, and then we're going to get very specific, and we're going to make a very big conclusion. Marketplaces. A marketplace, by definition, has built-in traffic. You don't need to learn other traffic sources. So if you have a business on Amazon and eBay, they've got not just, it isn't just a place where you stick your products, it's also a place where the purchasers are hanging out looking to buy products. So it's got internal traffic. Number two, that built-in traffic is not just any old traffic that you drive from Facebook if you went the standalone approach. These are buyers. These are buyers. Think about it. When you're on eBay or you're on Amazon, you're looking to buy something. So therefore, if you could drive that traffic that's already there to your store, conversions are going to be a lot higher than if the same amount of traffic was driven from Facebook. That is a huge idea. And number three, there's very little, if not no emphasis on branding. Why not? Who understands why not? Why is it? You're right, Tara, we're going to answer that in a second. But why is it that there's no emphasis or little emphasis on branding? Exactly, Bob, because people trust the Amazon or the eBay brand. All right. So guys, we don't need, this is a very big realization, right? Even the potential of Shopify and standalone solutions is immense. I have a client, Sebastian Saruse, made 8 figures in sales, then built e-commerce programs in France and did even more in euros. Roger, my colleague, did equally. However, only 2% of our members are able to make breakthroughs and be able to build something worthwhile. But with marketplaces, we're seeing 85% of newbies making sales within just a few weeks, and they're scaling on average 30% per month. There is a huge, huge difference. So the bottom line is, and I'm telling you right now, this is an important conclusion, write it down. Until you become an expert, there is a time and a place for Shopify, WooCommerce, all those other places that most of the courses are talking about. There is a time and place for it. However, you should start with a marketplace platform and not a standalone. This is based on over 19,000 of our students. Okay? Is this making sense so far? Just write in the chat box, yes, I want to make sure you're with me. I told you no one's going to be left behind. I want to make sure there's no inventory, guys. We're talking about where there'll be no inventory. Okay? Just make sure everyone's with me. Write in the chat box, no, if there's something that's missing. So wait here for another few hundred yeses or nos. Everyone's giving me a yes so far. We'll wait 10 seconds. All right, everyone's giving me a yes. This is making sense. Now let's break it down even further, because there was a further realization that we made. Again, by the way, we've taught courses in Amazon and eBay. So it's not that we've only taught one type of course. We've taught everything in the last 10 years. Which one is best for newbies? For someone starting out, Amazon or eBay? So let's do a little bit of a litmus test. So Amazon, one of the things you may or may not know about is that Amazon sometimes goes into competition with its own sellers, many times stopping them selling even when they are successful. Why? Because Amazon is not just a platform for sales, they are the sellers themselves. So imagine if you find a product, it converts really well, you're making money, and suddenly Amazon says, you're no longer allowed to sell that product. You're finished. You have no idea how many thousands of Amazon previous sellers have joined us because of that one reason. Secondly, you do need to understand listing strategies in order to drive traffic within the ecosystem of Amazon. It's complicated. It takes a lot of time or money. So the traffic isn't that easy to get your hands on. And perhaps the biggest reason of all, issues-wise regarding Amazon, is that there is what they call in the Amazon lingo, that there is a race to the bottom, which means when you find a winning product, someone else on Amazon is going to say, hey, you, Chuck, are making sales at $12.57. I'm going to undercut you at $12.56. And suddenly there's a race to the bottom. If you want to compete, you have to go lower and lower. The profit margins drop, and eventually it becomes unrealistic to even have your winning product on Amazon, and you have to cut your losses. So that is a third problem. So that is Amazon. Now let's compare that to eBay. And I want you to see the difference. And eBay has changed dramatically over the last couple of years. I want to share with you the benefits of eBay. Number one, eBay doesn't compete with you unlike Amazon. In fact, the only thing that eBay is actually competing with is Amazon. They're trying to bring as many sellers, newbie sellers, into their ecosystem as they possibly can, and they're helping you make sales in order to do so. I'm going to share with you the 3 ways in just a couple of minutes. What they want you to show them, however, is that you're serious, you're adding products into their system on a regular basis, and they will reward you with traffic. I'm going to share with you some proof in just a couple of minutes. Traffic on eBay is free. I'm going to go into details, I said, in a couple of slides. And unlike eBay, there's no race to the bottom. We're seeing our members make sales, and it's not always the lowest price. Sometimes it's the middle, and sometimes the high price wins. eBay is sending traffic to specific pages. It's not the same as Amazon, that you start searching and start competing on price. That's a huge difference that we've seen within the eBay ecosystem. So guys, I hope you understand, after 10 years and testing of many of our students, we've reached the conclusion that eBay is the #1 platform for newbies to build their business on. They're not competing with you. They provide you sales and free traffic. There's no race to the bottom. Even newbies can get fast traction without the costs. All right, guys, just give me a big wow in the chat box if this is sounding good so far. I will now go into specifics as well as application, what we're doing, what you're doing in order to make this work for you. Okay, so we've established why eBay is the preferred place to build your business on today. And it's probably removed the #1 cause why 98% newbies fail to build a digital asset online. Simply, they start with something that is the wrong time. Don't get me wrong. There is a time for Amazon. Potentially, there's a time for Shopify. There's a time for everything. There's some great solutions. I'm not anti this and anti that. I'm simply saying for someone starting out, it would be a huge mistake based on our findings to start anywhere else. It's now time to solve the biggest issue of all that newbies have: making sales without having to spend money or a fortune on advertising. Let me explain to you what is going on, and I'm going to bring Serge on the line in just a second. So I want to explain to you by asking, why is eBay giving us so much buyer traffic for nothing? How do we get our hands on it? Okay, this is the eBay business model. If you understand this, you're going to understand everything's going to just fit into line, and you're going to see where you stand. eBay makes money from the amount of products that you list. That is their business model. If you're not making sales, they know you're not going to be adding more products. If you don't add more products, they're not going to make more money. They know, therefore, that the more that you sell, the more you can add products into your account. So we've already, the business model is a win-win for newbie marketers, because by definition, if you have more products, they will make more money. And they know the only way you can add more products is if you're making money with your initial product. That's just the basic business model. So it's a subscription business. They charge a monthly fee. By the way, update that this is right now for the next number of months, it's free. So I'm going to get into that a little bit later on. So forget the monthly fee, which is to start off is actually very, very inexpensive, but you don't need to worry about that. If you've got a business, you get this completely free. eBay understands, appreciates you, understands the circumstances the world is in, and is willing to go an extra mile. I don't know any other platforms willing to do that. More of that later on. But the more products you're going to list, the more money you're going to pay. To get you paying these subscriptions, they need you to make sales. So that is the reason why, in essence, why even newbie marketers putting products on eBay are making sales. I've got a young teenage kid that has literally just set up, out of boredom, decided, he wanted to build a business and is making sales already. He knows nothing about e-commerce, nothing. So eBay has an interest in helping you make sales so that you're incentivized to add more products into the system. Very simple business model. Now let's get into the juicy stuff. Buyer traffic. Because eBay makes money when you list and sell products, they've developed 3 completely upfront free traffic sources to help you make sales. Now, this is where you need to focus very carefully because this is game-changing ideas that unfortunately 99% of even decent marketers don't even know about. Most people are so fixated on the other solutions. This goes under the radar, which is perfect for us because it means there's less competition. But here it is. Traffic source number 1. This is how you get traffic from the get-go, simply by adding products into your account. Remember the business model. They're looking for you to show that you're serious, because the minute they see you're serious and you're adding products on a regular basis, they're saying, hey, this is a potential eBay long-term seller. We need to get this person some sales. So the more products you have, the more eBay traffic you will generate. If you do this, but the key is to be consistent by adding more and more good products into your eBay store. Show you're serious and you will get traffic. Guys, I'm telling you right now, 85% of our members within a couple of weeks are making sales immediately. No questions asked, nothing else, not doing anything other than adding products. And by the way, originally, they were just adding products by themselves, scatterbrain, just adding products, and they were making sales. We've even made that even easier and much more professional. We're going to share that solution in just a second. But guys, that is number 1. Add products. Right in the chat box, guys, add products. These are important notes. Consistently add products. All right, I can see some really hot people that are going crazy. Jenny, Ray, I love seeing you writing. You're incredible. Shai, Max, Ian, excellent. That's step number 1. Now, number 2 is what we call listing optimization. Now, don't be scared about that term. I'll explain it to you. And I'm going to get Serge on. He can explain it as well in just a second. eBay further rewards you with traffic when you optimize your listings. This is what happens. Once you see winning products, so let's imagine we have 100 products in your account. What's going to happen is, this is just the algorithm, 12% or so of those products are not going to sell. They're not going to sell. Why? We don't know. We don't understand the algorithm completely, but 12% of those products are not going to sell. So what you're going to do is you're going to get rid of those 12% of products that aren't going to sell. Some of them have potential of selling because there's some traffic coming in, and maybe you want to test, maybe make the price a little bit more expensive or less expensive. We've tested both ways. Both of them could work. Some of them from the get-go are just going to make sales. I'm telling you, from the get-go, within 30 days, we're seeing most of our clients making sales from the get-go. Now, this is what you do. Once you see a winning product in your account, you improve their title and description based on what people are searching for. Now, we've got a template for that. You don't need to be a copywriter. You don't need to be a wizard in marketing. You simply follow a very simple approach. But what you're going to do is, I just want to make sure you understand it. I'm going to bring Serge in. All you're going to do at this point is you're going to basically, you've got these products, you see what's working. You're then going to find, we show you how to put certain keywords in your title and in your description, because then eBay says, aha, when people search for that particular product, I know to send it to you, Linda, to Maria, to Mark, to Ellen, to Petra, to Marie, to send it to you because you've optimized your listing. Guys, does that make sense? Because this is so critical. It's so easy. And by the way, even within eBay, 95% of people on eBay don't even know about this. But when you do that, we can pretty much guarantee you can 2 to 3 times your traffic with pinpointed traffic. And when you do that, eBay says, oh my goodness, this is a serious marketer. When you show you're serious, guess what eBay does? It then sends you more traffic. We start to build a snowball effect. Okay? Does that make sense? Guys, just give me a big yes in the chat box. I want to make sure you're with me. And whilst you're answering yes, I want to make sure that everyone needs 600-700 yeses. Otherwise, we're going to have to, okay, you'll bring them in. Search, just bring you in. Search is our in-house eBay expert. Search, you work with complete newbies on this and optimization of titles. How difficult is this? Explain to us very briefly in 30 seconds, or even 20 seconds. How difficult is it to optimize a title?
Hi, Barry. Okay, great. I'll explain it to you. It's not really difficult. It's just basically writing a good title that describes the product carefully and that use the right keyword that you can be found in a search engine on eBay. There's not really something complicated at all.
But even quicker, guys, it's very simple. Basically, you can the actual eBay provides you with the solution for the keywords. You don't have to guess anything. So, guys, does that make sense? You have 100 products, 12%, forget about it. You've got left with 88. You're going to find 15 or 20 that are selling. You're going to optimize those 15 and 20. The others, the 50, 60 others, you're going to wait and see a couple of days, see if there's traction. If there is traction, bingo, we're going to optimize. No traction, we may at some point, you get rid of them. That's called optimization. Okay, and I'm telling you, that's 2 to 3 times your traffic. That's how some of our members are making thousands of dollars in sales within a month or two because they're following a very simple approach. All right, guys, just write in the chat box, amazing. If you love the thought, both number 1 and number 2 are completely free. And we're talking about 200 million, 300 million eBay buyers that eBay is sticking your products in front of their noses. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on, guys. And you may fall off your chair. So warning, those of you that are likely to fall off their chair, I am warning you in advance to tie yourselves down. Okay, here's traffic source number 3. No upfront, scale. Now, what do I mean by this? This is just incredible. When I saw this for the first time, going back, I could not believe my eyes. So, you know, when you advertise a product, normally you'd go to Facebook and you have to spend money in order to drive traffic. Same is true of almost every single platform out there. That's how those platforms make so much money. Well, eBay's come up with something which is different. This is so in line with the ethos that eBay has. I just love it. When I saw this, I couldn't believe it. And that is, they've got a system called promoted listings. And I highlighted it there in yellow on the page. What does it say? Promoting listings helps your items stand out amongst billions of listings on eBay and be seen by millions of active buyers when they're browsing and searching for what you're selling, helping to increase the likelihood of sales. The best part, listen to this, you only pay when the item sells. You are basically, this is like Facebook without paying. You just put a percentage of the sale, 1% to 20%. Now, we've seen our guys are making sales even at the 1% mark. But when you find winning products, you optimize them. They're starting to do really well. You're then going to promote them, and you're going to start at 1 to 2%, and you're going to make money on every sale. You only pay eBay a percentage after the sale. Okay, I want you to write in the chat box, OMG, if you think that is literally a game changer. I have never seen anything like this. Compare this. Can you understand? When I saw this, I've literally been searching for 10 years. I see all my members go through other courses, brilliant courses, amazing technology, amazing training on Facebook advertising and product finding and how to get it all together. We spent tens of hours with these students, sometimes even one-on-one in order to help them with it, met them in person live. And here there is a system that you can do this without guessing. You could just throw this out, see if it works. Doesn't work, you lose nothing. It works. Those products you're gonna scale and scale and scale and scale. Okay, and Aline saying that is great. I use right now, and they are excellent. All right, now you only pay when you sell. Now compare that to Amazon's paid and those other standalone solutions. Cannot compare. So guys, just a little bit of conclusion where we are right now. We've resolved that eBay is a great place to start a business. We've also found 3 traffic sources. 2 are completely free, and the third one is free up front. You only pay after the sale. You get just by adding more products They're going to show you what you see you're more serious, you're going to get more sales, more traffic, more sales. You optimize the listings, you can 2 to 3 extra sales. When they see you're more serious, they drive you more traffic just because you're more serious. You then do pay per sale advertising, enjoy endless amounts of traffic on a per sale basis, and scale and scale and scale and scale. That's it. This is the eBay model. Now there is a little bit more to it, and I'm going to go over it in just a second. I hope you're liking this so far. We found a pretty easy platform for beginners to build a business on. Remove the gamble from building your online asset with 3 sources of traffic. And that to me is the key to everything. You have moved away from gambling. I know 99% of my 98% of our members, at some point, if they weren't getting traction fast, would just throw in the towel, because when you're losing $100, $200, $500, $1,000, $2,000, at some point, there's a breaking point. But if you don't need to focus, you don't need to gamble. It's a game changer. It means anyone could make a breakthrough. That to me was like the aha, the eureka moment that I had when I saw this. But we're still left with a third and final reason why newbies have traditionally failed with e-commerce. It's not enough. We found eBay. It's not enough that there's all this traffic. There's one final issue that we need to deal with. And that is, what are we going to sell? There are millions, billions of potential products you could be selling. What do you sell? How do you get your hands on enough product worthwhile to sell, right? If I've got a system like eBay, I want to stick 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 products into my account. I want to add them on a regular basis, and I want them to sell. So I don't want to just guess. I could, by the way, but I want to get fast growth. I want to hit thousands of dollars of sales. I want to be able to scale that to a 5-figure amount of sales. I want to get to $20,000, $30,000 a number of months. That's my goal. I'm not going to do that if I'm just going to literally scatterbrain, just throw any product into the system. On top of that, I do products into the store on a consistent basis. That requires you being consistent, which some people have a problem with. And also you need to keep up with the times. A lot of people have problems keeping up with the times, and they're selling products that no longer work. Guys, imagine if you were selling right now products like, for example, camping equipment, or you were selling right now a holiday related equipment. Do you think anyone's going to buy it? If that was your entire store right now, would anyone buy those products right now? Probably not. Right? If you were selling like stuff related to trips and to traveling around the world, and suitcases, can you imagine who's going to buy a suitcase today? Right? If you're not keeping up with the times of what's relevant right now, even if you have great products, they may not be relevant for now. So these are all product related issues. So the usual approach, guys, to finding winning products, this is what people generally do and what most people teach, is that you do a manual search on Amazon. Even if you're selling on other systems, you use paid tools to find products that are selling well. And although this definitely works, there are many issues with manually searching for winning products. Now, I could go on Google, on Amazon, I search for the best categories, I search for the best products and go, aha, maybe I can find them cheaper and drop ship them. But there's issues with that. Why? Because you'd need to spend many hours per day researching. You'd have to look for these products. You'd have to see if they are profitable. You'd have to find suppliers of those products. You'd have to negotiate deals with the suppliers. You'd have to manage the entire system, take care of your clients. If you have 10 hours a day to be able to dedicate to this, you might be able to pull this off. But I know most newbies just don't have that amount of time to build a winning business, especially when they're not yet certain that this is going to work. And I know with all the best training that we've supplied over the years, regular folk just don't have the time to spend during their day researching, dealing with products. Sure, they could find some winning products, but could you find thousands of them? Could you take care of the suppliers and make sure that when you sell them that it's profitable and you're making profit on every sale? Because what's the point of selling if you're losing money on the sale? Life, for most people, gets in the way. Do you relate to that slide, guys? So give me a big yes in the chat box if you admit, looking into the mirror, that even if I was to give you, I could give you training that we've shared over the years. It's brilliant, right? Seriously, it is brilliant content. And I've seen our members build 8-figure businesses, but it's the minority. This is what has caused me a lot of frustration over the years. And it's for this reason. We could get people out of their comfort zone. So you know what we did? We had a solution, by the way. We brought people into mastermind events. We sat with them for 2 or 3 days. We got them set up. We got products into their accounts. We got them breakthroughs. But guess what happened when we left the room? It suddenly crumbled literally 2 or 3 or 4 weeks later. And these are people that we did masterminds for. Very frustrating. And then the embarrassing reality of what he discussed and shared with you, 2% of members were making decent returns on investment. That wasn't good enough. So manual search on Amazon, guys, it's great. It is a way to find winning products. However, there's a time and place for it. It's good if you're an accomplished e-commerce seller, you've got experience, you've made sales, you've got a feel for what works and what doesn't, so you can speed up the process, or you've made enough money that you can build a team to help you find it, and you can outsource this and invest in your business, and then deal with suppliers and lucrative deals. It's great. And I know people that built 7- and 8-figure businesses, they're doing fantastically well. However, they never started out that way. And I highly recommend, unless you want to be part of the 2% club, that you leave that for later on down the road. So what is the X method for solving that issue? What is that X method? Let's share it with you guys. What we can do for you. So we've got a group of experts, an in-house team who focuses all day on finding the best products to sell. When I mean the best products to sell, I'm talking about products that are relevant for the here and now. Right in the chat box, I'm just curious, I want to make sure you guys have got a feel for this, and I want to see if you're getting a feel for e-commerce. What sort of products do you think, what sort of genre of products do you think would sell right now? I want to see who can come up with the best or the fastest good answers here. Let's see what people are answering. And Dawn, you can share me because he's going absolutely, I can't read this fast. Healthcare, brilliant. Masks, health, weight loss, says Kurt. Masks, lots of masks. Gloves, brilliant. Spirituality, survival products, bang. Yard tools, bang, says Lee. That was fantastic. Yes. Puzzles, yes. Absolutely. Books, cooking, DIY, bingo, Linda. Pet supplies, George, bingo. Kids' toys, said Maduri. Bingo, gardening, Glow. Unbelievable. You guys are getting this. They're getting it. This is like, oh my goodness, this is a good audience. Okay, so imagine though, you had a team, instead of you having to hunt all day long for 10 hours at a time, you had a team, that's all they did. So that when things in the world change, they'll be there to find the right products, negotiate the deals, and take care of you. So that's the second part of our team, who focus on getting the best possible deals with suppliers, so you don't need to. They find the products and get the best possible deals. And what if you had a third team that was focused on adding those products directly into your account for you, so eBay sees that you're serious on a regular basis, driving you free traffic and sales without you lifting a finger to get the ball rolling. Now, don't worry, you've got work to do. I'm going to share with you in just a second. But guys, who's having a light bulb moment? Right in the chat box, LB, if a light bulb is going off, you already understand, are starting to figure this all out. The puzzle is coming together. Who's starting to understand what we're talking about? All right, everyone is getting this. Whoa, now, all these products, by the way, I'm going to go one step further. Just for any of you that are concerned about this, all the products that we are, by the way, I'm going to share a couple of them with you in just a second. All of these products are locally drop shipped. So you don't need to worry about your clients not getting their purchases quickly, nor do you need to spend a penny on warehouses or inventory. I hope that's exciting for you. And by the way, even in the most difficult period known to man in the last 100 years, we get 80% of our warehouses have been open. And in some cases, delivery has been 1 or 2 days more than the regular 3 or 4 days. And as long as you communicate with your clients, my goodness, they're not expecting getting their products as quickly as we're able to get them out. And that's even in the worst scenarios with what's happened in the world. So we're able to keep this thing going. And that's why many of our members are doing better now than ever, because others are not able to compete with that. All right, let's carry on. So people say they are super excited about this. And by the way, guys, the process of making sales and fulfilling is very, very simple. I was going to try on a live webinar to do a 30-second countdown. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. Let's give it a go. This is the amount of time, guys, that it takes to be able to fulfill the product in the system. It's seamless and easy. 30 seconds. You start making sales. It's literally a couple of clicks. You are able to fulfill, and the system does everything for you. You know what? I even described it even faster than the 30-second countdown time it took to end. But that is it. That is the newbie benefit of doing this. So I hope you guys are understanding. We've got a great platform, eBay. We've got 3 amazing traffic sources. 2 are completely free. 1 you only pay after you make sales. We handle the products for you, add them into your account for you. We remove 95 to 98% of the work for you, leave you to focus on scaling your business. For me, this was a eureka moment. And when I saw it, our members actually doing it, for me, literally, I had tears in my eyes because I realized I'd found what I was looking for. The results have been impressive. 85% of members are making sales within a few weeks. Now, I want to be clear about this. It's in some localities in the world, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes it may take another few weeks. And I want you to understand, this is not a make money overnight, get rich scheme. This is a real business. I'm going to share with you your 5% of what you have to do, and you have to do it consistently. All right. And I want to share with you what it is step by step in just a couple of seconds. But sometimes you may find it takes an extra couple of weeks. But as long as you understand that, and you understand that you're building a digital asset that is beneficial for you medium and long term as well. It's not just for the short term. Yeah, many of our members are making a few $1,000s in sales even within the first 30 days. Some of them don't register a sale until the 5th week. Is that what happens is there are some people, it depends where you are in the world, sometimes it could take an extra week. Sometimes it can take 2 weeks. But as long as you understand this is a real business asset, and you understand that this is a value to not just short term, but medium and long term. Yeah, many of our members are making thousands of dollars of sales very quickly within the first month. However, as long as you recognize it's an asset, and it may take a couple of more weeks, you are building something that's going to be you by your side for months and years ahead. And what we're seeing on average, this is not just some, on average, 30% increase in sales every month. So when you start getting traction, whether it happens in the first couple of weeks, or happens after 4 weeks, and in some cases, maybe it takes 5 weeks, is that it becomes like a snowball effect. Profits are very decent, 12, 15% within 3 months, which means within 3 months, the business looks very, very attractive, right? I'm going to share with you some numbers in just a second. So now, let me talk about the roadmap to success. Let me talk about our 95% of what we're doing and the 5% that you're going to do. Okay, so let's talk about the roadmap. The 95% that we're going to do and the 5% you're going to do. Guys, this is so important because if you forget the 5%, nothing's going to work. So let me go through this. Number one, you're going to set up an eBay account. Some of you may already have an eBay account. We recommend you set up a new eBay account. It does take about 1 or 2 hours of work over 10 days. Great project that my teenage kid did. There was nothing about online commerce. Literally, it's 5 minutes a day for about 10 days. Maybe take you an hour, going a little bit slower, take maybe 2 hours, but that's it, over 10 days. So nothing happens immediately, guys. I want to be clear to you. Don't just make sales because you click a finger. You need to set up your account. You just add a couple of products every day. We share with you how to do it. No one is incapable of taking care of this. It's very simple. The initial setup and following the simple guidelines, you're going to get a great reputation. At that point, you're going to be in a great situation. Please note, at this stage, you will need to invest about $50 in this process. Why? Because you're going to buy some products, and when you buy products, you get reputation. We show you how to buy products for a couple of cents, less than $1. And when you buy those, you're going to get reputation even from people that sell products to you. In eBay's eyes, you automatically have a reputation. That's a little bit of a cheat idea that I just shared with you. But with $50, you can literally buy yourself reputation on eBay. It's totally acceptable. And you automatically, if you do that, eBay is going to see you as a professional. This is important, but it does take about 10 days, 5 minutes a day for you to do it. So you do need to do that. That's step number one. That's on you. We can't do that for you because it's your IP address, it's your computer. You need to handle it. By the way, if you do need a little bit of help, we can help you, but you need to do it. We can do it with you. We can't do it for you. Okay. Number two, we start adding products. We add products into your account until it is full. What happens is we add products that are most topical, that are most likely to sell. We've got inventory of actually near to 1.5 million, over 1 million of products. And most importantly, we're adding thousands every month based on what's topical, what people want. All locally dropship. And by the way, I didn't even mention this, we reduced the competition. You have no more than 7 competitors of these products in our system, which means we destroyed the competition for you. You're practically alone with these products. We find them. There's only 8 people in our system that are able to sell them. That's one of the biggest reasons why our members are doing better now than ever, because they have great products relevant for now, and no one's competing with them within our system. Okay, so we start adding products. And what happens afterwards, I'm going to share with you what happens afterwards and how you scale. So we try to see some of the products that are killing it right now. You want to see just a couple of examples of what our members are getting up to, so you can actually see with your own eyes what is super topical. A lot of you gave some amazing answers before. Give me a chat box yes if you'd like to see those products. So let's show you some products that are doing really well right now. No surprise. We have clients that are selling things like this like crazy. This is a dumbbell system, $521. We've got low-end products, high-end products, fitness. Some of you mentioned fitness before. Give yourselves a big tick if you said fitness products. You can see I just took from the very beginning. when, you know, going back a couple of weeks, we can see just sell after sell after sell, $528, $520 from different sellers all within our system. Pretty impressive. Here are other products that are selling really well. You can see these are like gloves. I saw some of you mentioned gloves. So we're seeing nearly over 19,000 sales of this. It's over a 30-day period. And we're talking about made up of newbies. We're not talking about sophisticated marketers in there. There are some, by the way, that are joining eBay because of it. But look at this. This is from our own products, 19,000 sales, over $475,000 of sales. So here is an ear loop, right? Over 2,000 sales, over $19,000. So this is protected. Some of you mentioned toys, right? Nearly $20,000 in sales. This is, by the way, all over a 30-day period. And this is going back a couple of weeks. It's growing as we speak. So here's some plastic window box planters. So over $25,000 sales in a 30-day period. More types of dumbbells, over $22,000. Here we're talking about some toners, right? People are at home. This is topical. I'm giving you examples of right now because I want to show you how quickly we're able to move when situations change. So we become immune to everything that's going on out there. This has done over $100,000 in sales, over 8,700 sales in a 30-day period. At survival kits, decent sales, $70, $80, $90. Over 2,400 sales of newbies have been made of this, of over $64,000 in sales. Whoever said survival kits, give yourself a big tick. Now, these are things that I never would imagine in my wildest imagination this would work. Things like boots. I guess people going outside and they want to protect themselves. Over $50,000 in sales. And we're seeing some medical equipment, label printers. These are high-end products, $400, $200, $800. We're seeing sales of these things as well. So imagine if you have a store that's got all these types of products that are selling for you, you don't need to own these products. You're drop shipping them, which means you don't need to have any inventory. You only buy them once you make the sale. And you've got free traffic. Pretty impressive. Now, I do need Brett in just a second. I want to transfer it to my other computer because I do want to go into the system and show you on the inside. Guys, give me a big yes in the chat box. If you want Brett to take over, put it onto my other computer, and you would like to see the underground platform from the inside. Give me a big yes in the chat box if you want to see it with your own eyes. I'm going to wait for 850 yeses, or we're just going to continue. I'm kidding, guys. It's just like so much enthusiasm.
Yeah,
I'm not being nasty. I just think there's a lot of enthusiasm here. Brett, if you can transfer this to my other screen, I'd very much appreciate it.
All right, I hope you can see my screen, guys. Just give me a big yes in the chat box as I'm now looking through each of the different categories that we've got within our system, guys. We've got hundreds, if not thousands, of categories and subcategories within categories. I'm just going to show you around some really exciting niches that are doing really well right now. You can see just so many categories here. So, and you don't need to worry about this. Here's an example one, dental supplies. This is doing so well. It is doing really well for obvious reasons. We got here some hygiene supplies. We've got protective kits here, for example, like lab coats. You can imagine those are selling like crazy. Protectors for the face. Oh my goodness, sales are going through the roof with products like this. So this is an example of a type of niche that is doing extremely, extremely well. But I want to move into some other categories so you get a feel for types of products that are selling. Education supplies. Educator supplies are doing well. Any surprise why? Of course not. With everyone at home, kids at home, parents need to be able to educate their kids. It's a prerequisite. They have no choice. So right now, this is selling well. All these products are selling really well right now. But I want you to understand, this is not just a short-term play. It's not just we're handling this right now. But I'm showing you, even under present circumstances, this is going to convert like crazy. At different times of year, other products convert like crazy. You don't have to worry about finding those products. You don't have to worry about closing deals. You don't need to worry about suppliers. We handle everything. And I'm just going to give you a good old idea of just a vast range of different products. And a lot of these products are selling really well right now. So I hope you're starting to see this is pretty exciting. Just one final thing I want to show you. We've got some products we're adding all the time. And for our VIP members, we are going to add these products into your account before anyone else. You're only going to have 7 competitors with these products, and you'll be getting them there first. These are types of products that we are closing deals with suppliers right now because we know that they are red burning hot. So, for example, things related to computers, related to health, related to hard drives, accessories like audio These are yours. Guys, give me a big round of chat box if you think this is just absolutely amazing. Wow, what a reaction.
All right, let's just transfer it to me, Brett. To the other screen. People going absolutely berserk. Guys, I know that was pretty fast. I just want you to get a feel from the inside. You don't have to worry. You don't even need to be on that inside. We're taking care of that for you. But we don't stop. We have access to over 1 million products, locally dropship with 2 to 5 day delivery times. Yeah, it may take an extra day or two. That was the worst case scenarios that we've had during the most pressing times that we've been going through. Thousands of new products added every single month. We handled the finding, the uploading these products for you. And it's a closed community of multiple suppliers. Most have an agreement, by the way, not even to sell on Amazon, so you can't even find them on Amazon. The thing about eBay, what you might not know, is that people that buy on eBay generally love PayPal, they love eBay, they absolutely don't like Amazon. It's like literally there's hundreds of millions of people that will not buy products on any other platform. Now, this new underground platform is like none other, because we're basically going to fill your account with products until it's completely full. Then we should give you a template to reach out to eBay. Most people will never pass that stage before they met us because they don't realize how you upgrade your account or how you get eBay to allow you to sell more products. It's a template. By the way, they love us and our team because we've got a relationship with them. So you normally would you mention us and they just upgrade your account so you can sell more products. What happens then? We continue to add more products into your account. Then we max it out. Guess what? You then reach out to eBay by email to send them a message, their support, and I've not seen a case where they haven't. They've increased the size of your account. What happens then? We add more products into your account. Guys, we're going to handle your first 10,000 products for you just to get started. I want everyone here to imagine you're about to have your own eBay e-commerce business with thousands and thousands and thousands of products in there. It's a numbers game, guys. If you are consistent, you do the steps that I mentioned, you optimize, you get rid of 12% of products that aren't working, you scale and grow and grow and grow. Guys, are you starting to see how this is all starting to fit together? That making sense? Well, that's fantastic, said Stephanie. Yes. All right, people going, incredible. All right, we haven't even ended. When we add products, I wanted to show you some of the numbers, and I want this to be realistic, guys. This is not a make money overnight scheme. This is a real business. I'm going to get to your part. That's the important part in just a couple of seconds. So it's mentioned also, I already mentioned that you've got to remove products. I'll go into more detail in a second. When we add products, you can expect about 3% conversion from those products to sell. So let's say on 1,000, you should make 30 sales from 1,000. If we get to 10,000, you should make it about 200-300 sales from those 10,000 products. So when you've got 10,000 products on eBay, even if you did nothing else, on average, you could expect about 300 sales per month. And it will grow when you follow the steps I'm about to share with you. Now imagine from those 300 sales, let's say you only got $2 profit. That's $600 in profit. $3 profit, that's $900 in profit. And that's for doing practically nothing. That's the first step. But guys, anyone that would be happy with that, it will be a colossal mistake. This is not where we want this to end, because what happens if you don't follow the next steps, your business becomes unoptimized and the numbers will drop and you won't build the business that you deserve and most probably desire. So what is it you need to do? So what are the steps for you to improve those numbers? You've got 4 responsibilities, guys. This is critical, beyond critical. I want everyone to understand this and no one to misunderstand these next steps, because this is the key to you being able to increase your sales. Okay, number 1, keep an eye. And that means you have to make sure that to ask eBay to get a larger account to be able to sell more products. Once you max out your account, we will max it out for you because we're adding products. It's very simple. It's based on the template. We share it with you. They hate, by the way, they hate drop shipping from AliExpress and Amazon. They don't like it. It's against the terms of service. They have a great special relationship with our team because we've got our warehouses. The system is completely different. They're in competition with AliExpress and Amazon. They're not in competition with us. We are a top supplier for them. So it's very easy to get a bigger account. That's very simple, but you do have to keep an eye. Otherwise, we're going to max out your account and you won't even realize that we won't be able to add any more products. So that's number 1, keep an eye. Number 2, I've mentioned it before, optimize your listings. Sure, we've got a template. Yes, it's very simple. You're going to find the winning products. You don't need to be a copywriter. You have to you just need to copy and paste in the search engine within eBay. You'll find the right keywords, add them into your titles. You just need to be consistent with this to get consistent growth. What I told you before, you can 2 to 3x your sales by being consistent. By the way, if you need help with that, you can also let us know, but this is something anyone and everyone should be able to do, but you can outsource it as well. But you do need to be consistent. Guys, I want to be clear, consistency is the name of the game. We've taken care of 95% of the work, but this is 5% of it, and you do need to be consistent. So let's say you've got 1,000 products. Let's say you've got 10% of those are doing really well for you, maybe 20%. So those 100, 200 products that are selling really well, you can optimize them. 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, but you want to start optimizing. The more you optimize, the more sales you will generate. Number 3, responsibility number 3 is to remove. eBay's got an algorithm no one understands. Why is it that a product that goes on X's store converts and on Y's store it doesn't convert with the same price points? We don't know. It's beyond us. But I can guarantee you that around about on average, 12% of your product will not sell. Since we are paying them a subscription, which has been erased for the coming months, which I'm going to share with you a little bit later on, but I'm talking about long-term here, not short-term, so I want you to understand this. Since we are paying for our amount of products we've got, it is imperative that you get rid of non-selling products. Otherwise, you're going to be paying for them. If you pay for them, it's going to reduce your profits, and then you're going to get upset. You're making sales, but you're not profitable. Okay, so step number 3 is remove. Guys, write in the chat box, remove. I want to make sure you understand that. Write remove if you understand the importance of this step. I know it's not rocket science. I know it's not complicated, but it does require you to be consistent. What I told my son, my teenage son that built this business, is that right now he's got a lot of free time. But even when he's back at school, he's got to spend 20 minutes a day at the end of his day, and he's got to remove. If he doesn't remove, his profits will drop and may even go into loss because he's got many products he's paying for that are not making him money. All right, that's important. These are important steps. They're not difficult, but they do require you to be consistent and to take this seriously. Now, we're going to show you when to remove losing products, because some of them it's going to be clear you get rid of them. Some of them you're going to continue to test because it's not going to be clear either way. Some of them are just going to be so clear that they're making sales for you that you're going to want to optimize them as soon as you possibly can. That's part of the process. We share with you exactly when to do one of those 3 actions. You just need to be consistent. And then your responsibility number 4, when you see there are sales happening and you are optimizing and you're making sales and you're seeing great results, you then go into promoted listings and you advertise. Remember, you're not paying any money on that, just 1 to 20% after the sale. So members are, by the way, seeing a lot of great sales at even 1, 2%. But the key here is to optimize, to analyze, to see stuff that's working, and then to scale by doing promoted listings. Again, no money up front. Compare that to Shopify and to Amazon, to every other system where you have to pay to play. Now, we've got great products, so it's very easy to do this. It doesn't require you to be good at copywriting. It's not like Facebook that you need to be great. You literally are just telling them what you want them to promote, and you're telling them how much percentage you're willing to give them. That is it. So you don't need to be a copywriter, you don't need to be a marketer, and you don't need to be good at traffic. And the potential here, guys, is huge if you are consistent. Remember, just organic traffic by us adding products, you should get 3% of sales. For every 1,000 products, you see 30 sales a month. By adding more products daily, you'll show you're serious in eBay's eyes. They'll give you more traffic. Once you go from 3, 4, 5, 10,000 products, you'll increase your sales. It's a simple path. You optimize your listings, you should start seeing another 2, 3x in your sales. We then show you how to profit more so that after 3 months, this is the juicy point, about 3 months, that's when you start hitting 12, 15% of profit margins, and that's when things start to look amazing. So you can go from, say, 300 sales to out of 10,000 products to thousands of sales from those 10,000s. And it is totally scalable because nothing stops you at 10,000. You go to 20 to 50 to 100,000. Guys, give me a big OMG if you're seeing why I got so excited after 10 years of teaching e-commerce every imaginable system in every imaginable way with software like you would not believe. I've developed millions of dollars of software to help people and fell on my nose seeing that, you know what, it was helping the rich, helping them and not helping people that needed it most. You guys are seeing this. And the hard work is being done for you. You don't have to hunt for products, deal with suppliers, or add the products. inside your system. So just to be clear, the partnership, guys, this is a virtual handshake that we need to have, obviously keeping separation rules intact. We will find amazing products. We'll add them to your account. We'll add new products each month to replace the ones that you got rid of. Remember, 12% you're going to get rid of. We're going to keep you consistent and professional so eBay sends you more traffic. You will set up your account 5 minutes a day for about 10 days. You're going to analyze and remove products that aren't working. You're going to improve the listings of winners with our template. You're going to fulfill orders daily. It's about 30 seconds an order. So you have to recognize when you start to make 300 sales a month. So you have to bear that in mind. That's about 150 minutes. That's like 3 hours or so of your time, 2.5 hours a month you're going to have to spend on fulfilling orders. That should be your biggest problem, right? Make 1,000 sales. That's going to take you about 500 minutes, about 8 hours a month. You're going to have to focus on this. You can outsource that step. And we need to even teach you when to outsource and when you should do it yourself. And then your job is to scale. I'm going to get into that in just a second. So what can you expect? You should see sales within the first month. 85% of members are. It might take you an extra week. It might take you an extra 2 weeks. I want you to be aware of that, okay? It depends where you are in the world. There are algorithms we don't fully understand. But what we are seeing is that pretty much everyone is seeing sales. There's an, in general, increase of 30% in sales every month. That is a snowball effect. Initial profit over the first couple of months would be 5-7%. So this is not going to make you a lot of money straight away. I'm telling you right now, you'll make sales, you'll make money, but this is a business asset that's going to grow and is scalable. And I want you to understand, if you understand that one point, you treat this as a business, you practically become unstoppable. Remember, you're building an asset. This is not an overnight get-rich scheme. This is a real business that requires you to take action and to be consistent. And the biggest benefit of this X method is that, and this is important to me, is that you, yes, you, will be transformed into an e-commerce expert, making money whilst reducing your efforts and completely removing the gamble. When you make that transformation from what I call being entrepreneurial to being an entrepreneur, that is where the transformation happens. Big things happen thereafter. Everyone has got a spark of entrepreneurialism, but to be an entrepreneur means that you go through a process and have a breakthrough. Once you achieve this breakthrough, the sky is the limit. It is at that point, there's no reason why you can't start focusing on everything else we mentioned before, because you become an e-commerce expert. You understand what works. You've got a feel for winning products. You've got a feel for winning copy without having to be a copywriter yourself. You've got a feel for what people want to purchase, the types of things that people are interested in, what's working right now. The time is then to move on and also add an extra bow to your armor and maybe build another e-commerce store, but not now. And I hope you understand the distinction. You can then add more eBay accounts. We show you how. You can be careful with that, by the way. But you can scale by adding more eBay accounts. So that's 2x, 3x, and 4x is the numbers I've already shared with you. That's going to happen down the road. Here's another multiple scale tactic. You can even find and hunt for more winning products yourself. Some of you have got your own ideas for products. Throw them in there. This is amazing. Throw them in there. We recommend you start doing that after a couple of months. Once you start to see, once you hit $10,000 in sales, you can go and start hunting for your own products. If you've already got your own product line, throw them in there. The more the merrier. You'll be so well trained in e-commerce without the gamble and without the risks that you'll be ready to scale this way as well. So the potential there is huge. What are the costs? No need to spend money on inventory, on advertising, on listings. No need to waste time. Yes, there's a subscription. And by the way, to get started, it is being removed. I'll go into more detail for the next couple of months by eBay. They are our friend in this. So it's therefore no wonder that a system like this has changed a lot of lives. Guys, write in the chat box, BA for blown away. And who would like us to start making them sales? Who wants a transformation? Who wants to be part of an X method? And guys, I'm going to do something ridiculous right now. Really, completely ridiculous. What I'm about to share with you is part of a mastermind. It's a $7,500 program. And we're doing something very special for you guys because of the circumstances, because where we are, we're all aware of the situation. And I've decided I'm going to do this. And I looked long and hard who I was going to do this with and who I was going to do this for. But we're adding stuff that I've not ever done before. So let me present to you the eBay Underground Sales System, the VIP Mastermind Edition. Okay, today is a once-off for action takers today. We're going to provide you with a VIP done for you experience for pennies on the dollar if you act now. What are we talking about? We're going to take care of the VIP service for you, up to 10,000 products. You've got over 1 million products in our system that we're going to add for you. We're adding thousands more every month, ones that are suitable for right now. Every product, listen carefully, you will not have more than 7 other competitors per product. You are alone in this market practically on these products. 1,000 new products added monthly, hand-holding training, ongoing mastermind training. This is your home for e-commerce. I know many of you are brand new to this. Well, you're going to be catapulted from being a starter to someone that makes sales, that makes you already as someone that's in the middle. And then we're going to transform you into an expert. Once you start making past the 4,000, the 4-figure mark a month, you become an expert. And we're going to share with you thousands in bonuses coming up as well. So number one, our VIP done for you service. This is part of the mastermind, but you will have your very own X Method team taking care of all your products for you, finding the best products at best prices for you, adding regularly into your account for you, replacing all the ones that you removed through optimization rather, with new ones done for you. That is a VIP service. Seriously, this is should have been a $10,000 option. We have it right now at $7,500. On top of that, a closed platform. It is a closed platform that you've got access to over 1 million products that we're adding locally drop shipped, no inventory, happy clients, fast shipping. Yeah, it takes between 2 and 5 days. And we have seen in the worst scenarios with the present situation, sometimes it's taking a day or 2 more. As long as you communicate with your client, we teach you how to do that. There's no issues with that whatsoever. You are way ahead of everyone else. Imagine every other drop shipper that's drop shipping from China, where they're drop shipping 6, 8, 12 weeks, and then it's not even arriving. As I mentioned, it's a no competition platform. Only 7 competitors per product. You've got step-by-step training with Surge, everything you need from zero to hero, how to get started, how to do listings, how to optimize, how to make more sales, how to scale, and how to become an eBay king from beginning to end. It's step-by-step videos. This is not 3-hour presentations, step-by-step, bite-sized chunks of videos so you can literally go through them at your own pace. Easy to follow. We go through everything from the sales process to free traffic to SEO tactics to outsourcing. When should you outsource some of the work we shared with you, the 5%? How to remove limitations quickly. It's a template. It's very simple, plus more. But these are bite-sized chunks of videos. No one left behind. So much so that we are inviting you today, and you're probably not expecting this, but you're going to be part of our ongoing mastermind. We do hot seats. We answer your questions. We go into deeper secrets of scaling for those who want you start to see sales. You're in a community. You're no longer alone. You have to update what's working for other members so you can also start applying them when the time is right. That's the beauty of a mastermind. You will never be alone again. So we basically are providing you $45,000 in value here. A VIP service by itself is part of a $7,500 mastermind. It's yours today. You will fall off your chair when I share with you what we're going to do for you. Access to a closed platform with over 1 million products, ongoing mastermind, your e-commerce home for life, zero to hero step-by-step training, additional products added monthly, zero to hero training. We've got 7 competitors per product and no more. Plus I got thousands of bonuses I haven't even listed here. Guys, need $45,000 in value. I know this is going to come as a surprise, but we're going to do something very special for 100 members. By the way, an extra bonus for those who join at Platinum. We did a special eBus live event, which is basically showing people, if this program is like your undergraduate in eBay in getting sales, this live event was for our members before we even shared VIP with them. And we showed them how to do things manually themselves. And these guys turn them into super experts. This is like your postgraduate, your doctorate, and your postdoctorate all bundled into one. I recommend this training is going to serve you incredibly well. After a couple of months, once you've gone through the process, once you start making significant sales, then you'll be ready for this. This is a humongous bonus. So your education is taken care of for you, not just now to get started, to get breakthrough, but for long term as well. This was a $5,000 event nearly. You're getting access to this as a bonus if you join at Platinum. Now, this VIP time for you offer is usually reserved for our $7,500 exclusive club members. Not exactly a surprise, I know, but because of the situation, 100 members today who are going to take action. We're doing something C-R-A-Z-Y. If you're in England, C-R-A-Z-Y. Hold your seats. This is going to be crazy. Yes, we guarantee you traction. 30-day money-back guarantee, 100% risk-free. I don't want anyone being part of this if after 30 days you don't see traction or you don't see how you're going to make profit from this. If you don't feel you can do this for 29 days and 23 hours and 59 minutes, if you don't see traction, please let us know. Okay? I hope we have a handshake, guys, on that. You just let us know. Please write in the chat box, HS for handshake. I want this to work for you. We're going to work hard to make this work for you. All I ask is that you work hard. That's not a condition, but it's a condition for yourself, not for us. Work hard to follow Serge's training. If something's not clear, please let us know. No one left behind. I want this to make a breakthrough for you, and I want you to see it in 30 days. We've got our work cut out to get you there. I need you to get started. We're going to get started immediately, and I want you, beginning of the week, we're going to get started, and I want you to follow and get your eBay account up, get your PayPal up. We can show you how to do it, but then we get to work and we start making sales very quickly, okay, guys? So we work hard. Yes, you're going to have to spend an hour or so a day, I recommend, for the first 30 days. Put an hour in to go through the training. Just an hour a day for 30 days. You can do less afterwards because we can share with you how to outsource. But please invest an hour, 5 days a week. That's all I ask you to do. And that's not a condition. The condition's only for you, not for us. If you have any issues, you reach out to our team. Sam, we're going to give you direct access to Sam. If you need anything, he will answer any questions. And if it's not working for you, you let us know. That's unacceptable. And we'd be happy to refund you. So we're going to do another thing for you guys. This is just for you. Tomorrow, my own clients will be getting this at $997 or $97 a month and $297. So you have an option right now. This is only for this group only. And anyone wants to see the webinar tomorrow, ask Sam. He'll give you access to the webinar. We're doing it live tomorrow. And you'll see that it's more expensive, but we're doing this especially for you. And by the way, they won't be getting a guarantee because they won't need a guarantee, but you may be new to us, which is why we're going to give you an absolute money-back 30-day guarantee. Just make this work. Do what you need to do to get up and running. And we want to see you get traction. So you're getting everything right now for just $697 or $297 and then $67 a month. That is it. There's no additional upsells. There's no additional buy something else. That is it. Guys, please be ready. We're going to have limited spots with this, but please be ready because this is a VIP service and we need to handle this, and we can't handle too many accounts. It's a lot of individual work that's required to do this for you. So guys, here is the link. Click on the button if you want to join again, guys. This is your opportunity. Click on the button. You should see it around this webinar. People are still asking. Click on the button and join us. You should see the button around here. You got a special. You got $300 off. Just for this group and just for now. Click on the button. You should see it around this webinar. You've already got access to the members area in the next 24 hours. We go to work, guys. So be ready. Prepare your schedules. It's not going to be a ton of work, but I do want you guys investing an hour a week, an hour a day rather, 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week for the first 30 days so you can get traction. Go to click on the button. You should see it around this webinar. As you join, let me know your name in the chat box. I want to personally welcome you on board. I want to know who's joining us. I want to make sure we don't have too many people that are joining at the same time because this is going to cause us a major issue. Since this is a VIP program, we have a lot of work to do for each and every one of our members. Remember, a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just take action. That's all we ask you to do. We're taking action. This is a win-win. By the way, if you're having any problem whatsoever joining, you need to wait 24 hours. You need to speak to your spouse. Go to ebussaveme.com, ebussaveme.com, and fill out the form. It'll take you 25 seconds. If you're having a problem joining, ebussaveme.com. Fill out that form, and you'll speak to a member of our team. But please do this ASAP because spots are limited, and I can already see people are joining. So, guys, as soon as you join, by the way, try, if you're having a problem, don't do www, just put beginebus.com or HTTP. Just go to beginebus.com and take action. As soon as you join, let us know in the chat box. Sam, if you can take care of Sean, I'd very much appreciate it. Click on the button. You should see it around this webinar. Go to that page and sign up right away. As soon as you join, again, let us know in the chat box. I can already see people are joining left, right, and center. I can see Dorit, you're safe. I can see a couple other members that have joined. I just don't have your names. As soon as you join, let us know in the chat box. As soon as you join, let us know in the chat box. And I can see people are joining as I speak right now. All right, now some additional bonuses. I'm going to add another one. This is huge. But before I do that, this is like a $5,000 bonus. I don't want to get people too excited. Let me bring Serge into this before I add the second bonus, which you all are getting. Serge, first of all, your comments.
I think it's amazing what you're offering. I think it's a really good opportunity. There's not a lot of work to do. You just have to look after your account, and the hard part is being done for you. So it's a really great opportunity. So if you knew or if you had experience before, the whole business is going to look completely different now. Because I think, as far as I know, the hardest part has always been finding the good product. And in this case, you don't have that part. You just have to handle the client, the sales, ordering the products, and you will see that it's much easier. As you heard also Mark, he spoke about that. And then he can really see a result now. Actually, his numbers has changed since I think that he's getting more and more sales actually from now. Anyway, so what I want to say, it's a very good opportunity, and I really feel that it's something that you should take, and you shouldn't miss that opportunity. It's something really good and very unique opportunity, which I'd never heard of something like this before.
Yeah, it certainly is unique. You know, as we're cultivating this training, we're like saying to ourselves, how do we get this across to our members in a way that makes sense? We're going to answer your question, guys. If you've got questions, feel free just to ask them in just a second. Save them until I say, please write in the questions. But if you can, you know what, write in the questions now. And Sam, do me a favor. If you can take the questions that are coming in and just put them into, for me, organize them for me in Skype so I can ask them to Serge. It'll be very, very much appreciated. Okay, very, very much appreciated. If you can just take the questions that are coming in, put them into Skype, and I will ask Serge. Guys, no one's going to be left behind on this training. It's very important for us. But guys, I want to make it clear, this is not complicated. What it does require is that you understand or you treat this like a real business. It is. Real business means you're going to have orders you need to fulfill. It means you are going to have to take care of clients, right? You will have clients. Some people are scared. Oh my gosh, Uri Ben, I see your name. You're in. You're safe as well. As soon as you join, guys, let me know your name in the chat box. There's people that are joining. I don't have your names, but please write your name in the chat box so I can just welcome you on board. So it's not a matter of this being complicated. What this is a requirement for you to be consistent. Now, I want to bring David in from the B Global team. David, hopefully, if you can unmute yourself, I appreciate you staying on the line for over an hour to be with us today. Thank you very much, David, for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
All right. So, David, share with everyone. I mean, people are asking lots of very, very good questions here. But people are asking about, you know, why is this different from anything that they might have seen before? And you're certainly not a man for hyperbole. So perhaps just share in your own voice, you know, what makes this different from other things that they may have seen before, may have tried before? Why is this different?
You know, Barry, first of all, my compliments to the way you are presenting this. I think that if anybody were to listen to what you just said and paid actual attention to what, for example, this person you interviewed before, Mark Miranda, I think was his name, it's all there. Basically, for their investment, which you made incredibly affordable, it's a zero risk, especially with the money back guarantee that you were giving. So in essence, if I were to look at what Mark was just talking about, that in 1 month he reached sales of about $3,000, which turned for him about profit that he said about $600 or $700. So basically what you're offering these guys on the 30-day money back guarantee, something that no other business were ever to offer in such a platform. No way. So your offer here is absolutely incredible. And guys, this is a no-brainer. All you need here is a resolution to be consistent, to do this, to be committed to do this, and just stay focused. Like Barry said before, 1 hour a day for 5 days, and you've got your own business, 1 hour a day, you've got your own business that produces profit almost immediately. There is no such things in real life. There's no such thing in business where you actually have a guaranteed profit business, guaranteed sales business. This is incredible what you're offering here. It's a godsend in my eyes.
Yeah. It really is. I'm just saying again, I've never had such a hard time creating a PowerPoint that gets this point across without this just sounding just, ridiculous. But it really is something. This is an eBay thing. This is something that we know is working. We've seen this now with beta testers. And let's talk about it a little bit. What could go wrong? I want to talk about doomsday scenarios so people understand. By the way, Jonna Borstein, you're in, you are safe. And there's Jonna, and then now's Orna Kaiserman, you're in, you are safe. Yitzhak Grunbaum, you are in, and you are safe, my friend. Welcome on board the eBus. The eBus, we're now traveling into eBay heaven with this. Welcome on board the eBus. Serge, good to have such good people on board the eBus. This is very, very exciting for us. It really is to be able to do something like this. Again, look, let's go on. Members need to do. People are asking a lot of questions about that. So Serge, let's just go over this. We're adding the products. We are going to give them 3,000 products we're going to add into their account. Now, they're going to start off with a small account on eBay. We share with them how they can very quickly get a bigger account. By the way, most people never even cross that bridge because eBay starts off with a small account. We share with you how you can get a big account and how you are able to do that. It's very, very simple. I don't think maybe of the people that did this, 99.9% of people were able to get a big account very, very quickly. We showed you how to do it. It's very, very simple. Next step, we're getting products into your account. You're now going to see things that are working, things that aren't. What we're seeing, Serge, 10, 12% of those products aren't going to work. Get rid of them. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. It's very easy. You will be able to immediately identify those that are good, who had potential, and other products that you should just remove because you don't see that there's a lot of interest in those products.
I can see more people, by the way, just joined. Torren, you're in, you're saved. Devere Geffen, you're in, you're saved. Ziv, you're in, you are safe. Leora Maya, welcome on board, my friend Leora. You're in and you are safe as well. So that's the next step. You are basically analyzing, get rid of stuff that's not working. Now, the next step, we're talking about optimization. So optimization, we're talking about improving your listings. So again, just for anyone that might have missed that, what does it mean to optimize your listings and what's the results that we want to generate by optimizing listings? Guys, again, you're not going to do this for every product. You're going to do this for products that are starting to get traction and working, right? Because those are the ones you know are working, so you might as well get them to work even better. So what's optimized listings and how do you do it?
Basically, how we do is that we basically look at a product that's selling, we're going to look for the correct keyword, the word that will bring buyers into your selling page. And this is the key actually, because that's how your advertise will be found on eBay. So if you know how to write that correctly, this is what will attract the buyers. But first of all, when they're going to list many products, you're not going to have to do this on every product, because a lot of product will sell even without optimizing the titles. But I'm just saying this is one of the things that you can do to even improve the sales, to get even more sales into your account. Okay, so it's not complicated and it's something that you can do it, you can learn it, and you don't have to have a top English. You can learn from other selling products that are working well, and you can just choose similar keywords. I'll show everything and I'll teach everything in the program.
Just to be clear, both of you guys understand, have a very coherent English. Serge has not got a perfect English, and he's been doing eBay. How many years now, Serge? You've been doing eBay?
Quite a few, 6-7 years already. Yeah.
Okay, and has it hindered you that your English is not 100% perfect?
No, not. Look, I lived in South Africa for many years, so I'm okay. I manage, So, but the point is that it's not. You don't have to look. eBay is in so many countries. It doesn't matter. As long as you speak basic English, you understand. You can communicate with the buyers. Then you'll be fine.
Anyone has sat here for an hour with us, and anyone that's spent an hour with us on this training right now has clearly got a decent enough English, right? That's not going to be an issue, guys. I can see some people concerned. I'm just mentioning some more names that are in and on the bus with us. Sagit, you're in, you're safe. Lena, you're in and you are safe. You're on the eBus as well. So you guys are the last people to join. You're in and you are joining us on the eBus. This is exciting. Okay, so the next step, we spoke about Erez Dagan, you're in. Yosef, you're in as well. You're safe as well. You're the last person to join. Yosef, man, you're in and you are safe. Now, let's continue, Serge. So we spoke about optimization, and then we can increase, because we're giving our members 3,000 products. You can increase to 10,000 products. And think of it like this, guys. So imagine, like, by the way, we should get you to 3,000 products with a new account. Once you've got your account set up, the team are telling us about 30 days, plus or minus. It could be 40 days, right? But let's say 30, 40 days, you're already going to get to the 3,000. You're going to get rid of a bunch of products. We're going to add some more. At that point, you should be getting to a point where you can see some initial profit. You should see it absolutely immediately within 30 days. It may not be the greatest profit. You should see it. Don't forget, over the next 2 months, you're going to increase your profits with the optimization that Serge is going to teach you. But then your next step, Serge, is once you get to 3,000 products, is to increase to 10,000 products. But I don't want anyone, I'm going to repeat this, I don't want anyone going to 10,000 products. I want you to, if you're going to invest in getting to 10,000 products, it's coming from profit. So you won't have to put your hand in your pocket in order to do this. You'll do it out of profit. So you're going to make a business decision. So imagine at 3,000 products, let's just say, and again, I'm talking very conservatively. We've seen our beta testers do better than this. But let's say you only got to $200, $300 a month in profit. Let's say you got $200 in profit after a month or two. Nothing to write home about. No one's going to be excited about that. But then you're going to make a business decision. Now I need to move to 10,000 products. I want to double my profits. I want to triple my profits. That's the next step of the game, Serge. That's not complicated, because once you up your count to 10,000 products, we will handle, again, all of the products and upload them to your account every day till you get to 10,000 products. Again, you'll analyze, get rid of the ones that aren't working, so we can add more products. But it's simple, guys. You're making business decisions, and we're going to make it extremely affordable to go from 3,000 to 10,000, because we want you to get to 20,000 and 50,000. Exactly what Mark Moran said before, that he envisions he's going to get to 30, 40, 50,000 products. And that's where it gets exciting. And it's just scalable. It's just totally scalable. And that's your opportunity. Guys, I repeat, the key to this is not rocket science. The key is not to be a genius. The key is not to be a genius in e-commerce or to have an amazing experience. The key in this is to allow us to do our work, for you to follow Serge, to do your work, and being consistent. The biggest devil in the room here is your inability to be consistent. Right? I'm just telling you up front, that is the only thing really that's going to cause you issues, or not following the training, or, and I have seen this before, Serge, you sometimes get people that think they know more than anyone else. They don't really want to listen to the training, and they do it their way. And then they come back to us and say, wait a minute, why isn't this working? Well, because you didn't follow the basic training that we shared with you, how to optimize your listing. In any event, Aaron Chipokin, you're in, you are safe. Fun Math, I'm not sure if that's your name, but you're in and safe. Salvador Bassan, you're in and you are safe. You're the last person to join. Welcome on board. You are on the eBus. Welcome on eBus, on eBus VIP at that. So good to have you on board. Thank you guys for trusting us in this. I know that we are putting our front foot forward, and that we need to get you traction. And that the onus is on us to be able to get you guys to a point that you can see how this, after 30 days is making you some money, and you know that this after 90 days will make you a lot more money. Really, the proof is on us. We need to deliver, but still, you joined us on a webinar. You may not know us from Adam, and you're joining, and you're part of this, and you're committed to being consistent. I just want to say thank you. And I know it's not always simple to do this, and I know there's a lot of nonsense online, and I know you see a lot of nonsense. So for you to trust us like this, I very much appreciate it. I want to tell you that it means a great deal to us, and we will give everything back to you wherever we can to make sure that this investment is the best one you've ever made, as long as you remain consistent. I repeat again and again, that's not for me. We're not going to tell you after 30 days, you know what, you weren't consistent, it's your problem. No. If you're not consistent, we'll take it as our problem, because it means we didn't train you, we didn't motivate you to be as consistent as you need to be. But you just need to be consistent, guys. Trust me on that. Be consistent. ask your questions. And I'm going to bring on, before I share with you, a massive extra bonus we're throwing in. I think, guys, you're going to flip when you see the extra bonus. I want to bring Sam into this because Sam is our head of success and support. And I want you just to know the person, because you guys are VIP, you're working with our VIP support. Sam, are you able to unmute yourself and join us for a second?
Hey, Barry, how's it going? Sam here.
It's going very well. So, Sam, I want you to hear his voice because this is the guy that's going to be helping you every step of the way. You've got questions, he will answer. If there's anything you need help with, he will be there for you. He understands eBay. He doesn't just support, he does this at the same time. He knows how this entire system works from an entrepreneurial perspective. But Sam, just share with everyone, is there anything, any question that's taboo? Is there anything you're not prepared to deal with? What is it that your goal is when it comes to support of these amazing people that are joining us? What is it that is your goal for them from your perspective? What is it you want to achieve?
What I want to achieve is that when we bring clients and we bring members an excellent program, that they can get the maximum value out of that program. So we have Serge, who is an excellent trainer and a real expert, and he creates these videos and he does these Q&As to make sure our clients are up to speed. But if they feel there's still something they need, they still have unaddressed questions, they still need help, reach out to our support team. We work together. If you feel there's something that you want further addressed, you can always say, please pass it on to Sam, and we will make sure you are taken care of 100%.
Perfect. And guys, this is Sam. Again, you're going to get to know him extremely well. You'll never see a more dedicated person. His only problem that I have with Sam is that this guy sleeps maybe 2 or 3 hours a day. I mean, literally, I've never seen a guy like it. He's up all day, all night. Please don't abuse him. Like 19 hours a day, but pretty much 24/6. He's there, 24/5 rather. But I've seen him on the 6 as well. But he's there for you guys. So please make use of Sam and allow him to use his breadth of understanding and to be able to share with Serge anything that's needed. And Serge is the master of the additional videos. There's something that's not clear, Serge will go in and help you. Create a video if it's something that a few people need more elaboration on. We create more videos. We're here to help you. Anything other than you being successful for us is unacceptable. All right. So we've got a lot of work to do together. It's going to be very exciting. And do you guide me? Yael's asking, do you guide me on how to do so? Yeah, of course, everything we guide you. How do we talk to the customers? How do we do refunds? Great question that we bring into Serge. Serge, how do you communicate with clients? How do you take care of refunds? Is there anything to worry about? Just give a little synopsis on that. Yeah, thank you for the excellent question.
I'll explain to you. It's not really complicated. There is a whole messaging system in eBay. So you can communicate with the buyers, and it's easy. So even if there is an issue where the buyer is not happy with the products, so you respond to them and we deal with them. We also dealing with the supplier is very helpful. There's a support line, and then you will be able to, if there is a need to return a product, so the buyer can return it back to the supplier, and we will eventually refund the buyers. So there's really, it's really a simple system, and I've also will guide you guys as well in videos what are the steps to follow. That's also why eBay is there, because eBay is looking after the buyers and the sellers, and they want to make sure that they are happy. So that's the main reason why people like to buy from eBay, because there is some sort of a company that looks after the buyers. So this is how they've been around for so long, because they look after both sides, the buyers and the sellers, and it's not something complicated.
Yes, people are talking about how enthusiastic we are about this. We are super enthusiastic, but the truth is, guys, the enthusiasm we get is not from this. Of course, there's enthusiasm because we want you to feel what we feel inside of our office. But what I'm really super enthusiastic about is what's going to happen 30 days from now. I know if you guys can get to a point that you're making profit, I know what that could mean to you. And I know what it means to us, guys. The benefit of this is that as you profit, you're going to scale more. When you scale more, we profit more. It's a complete win-win. We're in this together. Just feel our team. Get hold of Sam if you need him. If you need Serge's advice, go through Sam. He's got literally he's direct communication with Serge. 24/5. Just get hold of these guys. They're there to help you every step of the way. Now,
if you're experiencing any problems joining, you need to speak to a spouse, maybe you need to wait 24 hours, you've got a question, you need to speak to us. There is a form. It'll take you 25 seconds to fill out the form. All you need to do, there's a button right now on the page. It is a Save Me Spot button. Click on the Save Me Spot. Fill out the form in 25 seconds to secure your spot and to be able to speak to a member of our team. So do that right away. If you haven't yet joined, you want to speak to us, you've got a question, you would need to speak to a spouse, maybe you can't join right now, you need to wait a day or so. Click on that button, fill out the form, do it ASAP. First come, first serve. We'll take care of you. Please fill out that form. Click on the button right now.
So we did a live event for our members. Remember, when we taught this the first time, we taught this to a group of members that we showed them how to do it. We didn't do it for them. And we put on a live event. It was a 3-day spectacular in Las Vegas. We had a great time. Serge was there. I was there. And the team from Be Global were there. It was a really special event. It was amazing. And we recorded that event. You're going to get 4 recordings of that event. We're going to add that into the members area. Yes, you don't need to fly to Vegas to be there. You're getting the full recordings of the live event, eBus Live. Remember, this is when we taught this to members that were doing it themselves. So those of you who actually want to learn how to do this yourself and how to search for winning products, and you want to be able to add products from other sources down the line, you absolutely are going to get a bird's eye view of that. And the beauty of it, Serge, is that our members, we're going to do it for them. But at the same time, if they go through the recordings of our eBus Mastermind event, they're also going to be able to do it themselves as well, moving forward with their own product should they wish. You don't need to do that. There's certainly no need to, but it just gives you another level of knowledge. Guys, those of you who are joining, give me a big wow in the chat box if you think that is quite an additional bonus. Yes, you're not going to have to spend $5,000 and fly to Vegas and spend 3 days in a hotel and fly overseas to get there and join us in the investment for the course. And day 3 was a VIP day. You're getting access to everything on the house. It's an additional bonus. Give me a big wow if you think that's pretty impressive. But Serge, isn't it amazing that on top of this, not only are we going to help them get traction, but they're getting access to this training that others spend a lot of money to be there for, where they're going to be able to learn how to do this for themselves. It's almost like we're giving them the undergraduate, and they're now getting the postgraduate and the doctorate at the same time.
I think it's amazing because sorry,
yeah,
Sam.
Sorry. Yeah, go on, Sam.
No, I'm sorry, sir. Barry, all this excitement here, it's amazing, it's incredible, and the Ebus VIP program is really above and beyond. I think that we failed to maybe mention some of the actual features of Be Global and what it does. So people want to know, where are we uploading these products from? Who are the suppliers? So I'll just briefly address it so people understand. This is not drop shipping from Amazon. This is not drop shipping from Walmart. These are private suppliers, the vast majority of whom are based in the US. We're selling products from them, which is allowed according to eBay's terms. The shipping is all handled from Be Global. You make a sale on eBay, you have something called a monitor. Go into the monitor, we can order all the items you sold that day at one time. Be Global will handle the shipping. The address will go directly into Be Global. They'll know exactly where to ship it to. They will upload the shipping codes directly to eBay so that the buyer knows when to expect it. Single thing can be handled from, almost every single thing can be handled from within the monitor, and it's a huge time saver. The items that are uploaded will be uploaded for you. You don't have to go and select 10,000 items. They're going to go up with a title, with a picture, with a description, with a nice template to go along with it. There is work involved. You will have to order the items. We will have to set up the accounts, but Be Global has incredible automations that will make this a much simpler process than if you were to go and try finding and uploading and building listings all by yourself.
Sam, it's important you also mentioned to place an order will take under 30 seconds. So that's to show you how simple this whole process is. Once you sold, you want to place the order, less than 30 seconds, you have made the order. So it's really simple and easy to apply the system.
I just can mention, Schwutschechter, you're in your safe. Itzik Shilach, hope I get your name right. You're in your safe. You're the last couple of people to join. Wow. Okay. Sorry, Serge, you're just in the middle of explaining how this is like the postgraduate or even the doctorate training, the VIP training that we did in Las Vegas. And I'm saying that, you know, we're doing all this for them, but how wonderful it is that we're also they're going to get access to a mastermind where they're going to learn how they can do this themselves. And I repeat, 80% of our members that were taking action were getting traction with this, right? The problem we had, which is why we created VIP, is that there were too many people that couldn't even get started. We've now resolved that. So perhaps you can elaborate, Serge, the VIP event that we did in Las Vegas and the value that that provides our members. And by the way, we have another bonus coming up as well, just in case you haven't had enough. It's coming your way in a second. Yes.
Just to say, basically, it was really good, and the members were happy because they met with the suppliers, and that's something that they wanted to know a little bit better. Who is the platform? Who are the suppliers? Where are the product coming from? And we also gave them a whole explanation about, you know, the system, how to make sure that you're growing a nice business, and everything is nicely recorded. And I think it's a really great opportunity that they can watch everything and see the training. It was an intense training, and people were extremely satisfied, the members that joined. So I feel like you're giving a fantastic bonus, Barry. It's amazing to give them. They will be able to learn a lot, and they're getting so much information that will help them grow this business.
And you get that without actually having to go to Vegas, guys. How pleasurable is that? You get the benefits of Vegas without having to be there. I don't like Vegas, but our members who were there, that's where they wanted to do it. But you can get the benefits without actually being there. That's great. Guys, here's another bonus. And we've got, and Sam, you can talk about this. We've got a sell anywhere technology that's integrated into the system, yet sell anywhere. Perhaps, Sam, if you can jump, I know you're typing away, answering people going crazy with questions and stuff, but can you just elaborate what this means, sell anywhere technology, and why this is a really big bonus for our members?
Yes, so the eBay market is huge. So while there's a huge clientele in the US, as many of us here know, there are people who order all over the world. What the hip shipper integration enables us to do, right now, anyone who orders in the US gets fast free shipping, but it's possible. Integrate with hip shipper, and this way when a client from anywhere in the world will go to purchase your item on eBay, it will tell them exactly how much they have to pay for shipping. They'll order it, and you'll order it in the Be Global monitor just as you would any other order, and they'll send it directly to them. And what's incredible about hip shipper is they can also handle returns. Everything is integrated with Be Global. It's a smooth, seamless process, and does not cost anything for our members to join.
Amazing. Guys, so you can pretty much sell anywhere in the world. You're not restricted to the US. It's pretty much anywhere in the world. This is really building, at Serge, an international, you know, David is bringing you back. This is building not just a business, but an international business. That's the beauty of this, that you're building an international business with international clients where the initial traction is done for you. And the potential here is great, guys. Remember, we're not showering you with ridiculous numbers. I want everyone to be focused. This is the goal I have set for everyone that joins this program. I want to get you to a point that you're making $500, $700 in profit. That's my minimal goal that I want to get you to as quickly as possible. I know that that's just the beginning and you can scale from that. But that's the part where I want to at least get every single person, whether you haven't got time and you can't be bothered. I just need to get you focused enough that you get to that point of $500 of profit a month. That's the start. That's the minimal goal I want to get us to. I'm not making promises. I think a lot of people want to get way beyond that. But that's where I just to get that initial traction through the door, get you to a point where you can say, wow, this is what these guys have done. I'm blown away. This is just a wow. And now I can scale it from there. I can take it to double it. But you know, David, just perhaps you can, I've even forgotten the question I was asking you, David, but maybe you can make your comments on that.
Well, what you said about the internationality of this proposal is
that's the point. You saved me. Thank you, David.
eBay is growing by leaps and bounds. In fact, they are growing even faster outside of the US. So the potential is enormous for our new members and for our current members. The current offer right now for this specific webinar of money back guarantee is basically creating a situation where somebody can start a business risk-free. So why would anybody not even take a chance of doing that? Because I cannot find anybody who wouldn't want to make $500 a month more, $700 a month more. You know, if you actually scale it up to 10,000 product later, you can even double that. These numbers even beyond. And this is with all the work being done for you. And you've got wonderful Serge, who is actually following you and holding you by the hand step by step and showing you how it's being done. So it's not like we are just taking your money and leaving you to just dry out. No, we are holding you by the hand and you are walking with us, and your success is our success. We cannot succeed really without you. So this is a no-brainer, guys. You need to take this step and just sign up for this, and just, it's a money back guarantee in 30 days. You will see the results yourself. Join.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's go over this. Who should join, who shouldn't join? And I just want to answer some of these questions. We've already described your role, our role. We've gone over after we discussed all of that. In terms of expectation styles, we can't promise, there's no guarantees in terms of how much, because there are some cases, and I don't want to make any commitments. We won't do that. We don't do that. You've noticed throughout this presentation, we haven't thrown ridiculous numbers around. We're not making ridiculous income promises. That's not acceptable. We don't do that. We don't believe in it. What we do believe in is sharing you a path that we know and can see that everyone can achieve. We know we can help you make a lot of sales. We know if you follow our training, you can make decent profit. We also know it's scalable. Those are the three things we know. And it's amazing. You do need to be consistent. So I don't want to make any promises, but you guys have seen what our beta testers have done. I don't want to make promises that every person that jumps on board is going to get exactly the same results, because that would be making promises that we maybe you won't achieve exactly the same numbers, maybe you achieve more, maybe it'd be less. I'm envisioning those numbers are realistic, but I can't promise. But what I can tell you is that we will not stop. If you are going to take this seriously, we will not stop until we help you to the point that you are happy, right? That's our commitment of trying to do everything we can to make sure if there's a hurdle that needs to be overcome, there's a mistake that you've made, to figure out what that mistake is to help you overcome it. It's simple. We need to know, though, but you need to communicate with us. We need to be on the same page, and we need to have a communication. So guys, just keep your communication going. We've got a team members that can help you. It doesn't matter. We're here to help. Feel free to write in and share with us your feelings or questions. We're here to help. Sean Farmer, you're in and you are safe. Sergey, you're in and you are safe. Panina, you're in. And A. Fruling, you're in and you are safe as well. Okay, question coming in for you, Serge. Can I do this? And a lot of people ask these questions. Just share with everyone in terms of the time that you really need to dedicate. I spoke about an hour a day, at least for the first 30 days, 5 days a week. Can you just elaborate, what's the daily routine going to be like? Especially the first couple of weeks, it's going to be major training, guys. I can tell you that right away. You're going to go through the training and you're going to apply. You need to set up your eBay account, set it up the right way, get your PayPal account. These are just simple things, but you're going to need to do that. It's going to take you an hour a day, perhaps for the first week or two. But after that, Serge, how much time do people absolutely have to be able to dedicate to this?
I want to say, in the past, the main thing was it took a lot of time to find the good products. And that was the most, the thing that took the time consuming. And at the moment, because you don't have to do that, you don't have to look for those products. You just have to handle the orders. You have to maybe optimize the titles and also answer some clients' question. If the client is asking, if you have some buyers who wants to know certain things, so you just respond to that. That's the main things that you're going to have to do in this in your business. So there's not a lot of work. I think I don't even know if it's going to take an hour a day to do that, but it's much easier. And then obviously, as you said as well, Barry, it's removing the products that are not selling. So that's also, it doesn't take a lot of time. You just, once you know how to work with the monitor, you'll see it's very simple and easy. It's just a daily task that you do. But you're going to see it's a business that's growing continuously. On a daily basis, you'll see growth. And that's the beauty of that. So it's a really great opportunity.
Sam, there's a bunch of people asking and throwing out phone numbers. I just want to make it clear, guys, if you want to speak to us, happy to speak to you, answer every question. I don't want you joining if you're confused. Don't join just because you're excited. Join because it makes sense to you. That's all I ask you to do. Please click on the Save Me spot, fill out that form, and speak to a member of our team. Okay, we'll be happy to speak to you. Just fill out the form, and a member of our team will call you, and you'll be able to speak to us. So that's the easiest way of doing it. Last people to join: Menachem, you're in, you're saved. Menachem Arava, you're in, you're saved. Yigal, you're in and saved. Ron, you're in and saved. You're the last people to join as well. Welcome on board the e-bus, guys. The bus has started to leave the station. All right. Uzi is concerned he may not be saved yet. Just fill out the form, Uzi. Okay, who should not join? Let me help with this. And Serge, please fill in the blanks. David, feel free to fill in the blanks. I'm telling you who should not join. Do not join if you are suffering from a ridiculous amount of self-belief to the point that you're not willing to listen to anyone else. If you think you know everything, you don't need Serge, you don't need us, it will be a mistake. I've only ever met one person really like that in like 10 years. He came to one of our events, and unfortunately, I've only done this once, and I've done events for like, over the years, must have met 500, 600, 700 of our members, small events. And I had to send someone home because he came in thinking that he knew absolutely everything, wanted to know why he needs to be there. I said, maybe you don't need to be here. So anyone that feels that they know everything, I would not recommend it for them. Lack of consistency. Now, if you lack consistency in the past, I do need you to be committed to communicate with our team. If something is not working for you, if you don't communicate, you won't communicate, you just want to sit there and sulk, we won't be able to help you. It'll be a really bad waste of our time, and it'll be a waste of your time, and it'll be a waste of you investing in something to get the money back. Just why waste everyone's time? Please be committed to consistency, to doing this. You deserve it. You deserve the results, but you deserve also to be consistent. This is a real business. This is not a make money overnight operation. This is a real business. You need to treat it as such. That's number two. Number three is someone that, I don't know if there's a number three. I'm stuck. Serge, do you have any other person, based on your experience, you've been helping members of ours for over a year now, and this is before we even opened up VIP. You're the first people to get VIP outside of our beta testers. Serge, can you think of any other groups of people that shouldn't join? Maybe David, you can come up with a group of people that may not be. If
you happen to be a billionaire, don't bother to join. Anybody else is more than welcome. I do want to just bring up Sam's point from before about the Big Global's platform. And I just want to tell our members here that Big Global is the one and only platform that is approved by eBay, that is fully synergized with eBay. The transition between Big Global's platform and eBay and vice versa is as smooth as butter. I cannot think of any other way to describe it. It is the easiest way in the world to work. So if somebody actually wanted to try and later on scale up to 10,000 products or beyond, and want to try themselves to place products and choose it, because they could learn how to do this as well as we are doing this for them over the next few months. They can learn to do this on their own as well and control their own destiny in a way with our help. But the transition is incredibly smooth. The tools that you have at your disposal are incredible. The whole thing, I mean, it sounds like too good to be true, guys, but it is the case. It is absolutely the case. The best thing about it is that you can find out about it literally for free, because what Barry is offering you here is a money-back guarantee offer that is incredible on its own. So there's nothing for you to lose but to try.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why it is, I shouldn't be, blowing my own trumpet, but the reason why this is a great guarantee is that we have a ton of work to do. There's an investment that we're all making in you guys for you being part of this. Right? There's a man hours, right? It's not an engine. It's not some software that's just adding products into your account. It doesn't work that way. So this is real man hours that go into this. So we are investing in you. Yeah, we're looking for a long-term relationship with you guys. We want to take you places. We want you to get to that point. You make some really nice monthly profits to the point that you're going to grow that account. We all win in that regard. So we are basically saying to you, play it with us. Let's do this. See it for yourself. And if it doesn't work out, you know what? We invested in you. You gave it a go. And you know what? We're proud of you for giving this a go. I don't think it's going to happen to many people. Maybe there'll be one or two inconsistent members here that get frustrated, don't actually do anything. It might happen, and those guys will ask for a refund. But I don't see that being something that's going to be the norm. I really don't see it being the norm. So it's worth us taking the gamble, if you like, making our time investment in order to be able to generate a long-term relationship with you. That is the ultimate goal that we have in an area that is extremely exciting and undertapped. I have to tell you, I think it's undertapped. Everyone talks about Amazon. Everyone's talking about Shopify. But guess what? Shopify was the rage about 12 months ago. And then Facebook advertising became so expensive that now suddenly the only people that are really, I know, that are doing great with Shopify are people that have already got a Shopify account and have had success in the past and have got a client. So it's much harder. Everyone's talking about Amazon, but we know there's lots of advantages of Amazon, but there's a lot of disadvantages, right? And we know a lot of people that move away from Amazon. And actually, our original eBus members, many of them were former Amazon sellers that realized the limitations they had or the concerns that they had and saw something that was much more predictable and a lot more exciting and a lot less dangerous, that you don't need to invest thousands of dollars in Facebook advertising. You don't need to invest anything in terms of traffic. That's the beauty of this, okay? And that's why we're very excited about it. And that's why we're comfortable for the very first time ever to be able to say, you know what? Don't trust us. Let us do the work. You decide. 30 days, you decide if this is the road for you that you want to travel on. If this is the bus that you want to travel on. You'll decide that, not us. Yochanan Anakin, you're in, you are safe. Liron Harazi, you're in, you are safe. You're the last people to join the bus, the e-bus. And we're excited to have you on board. And I hope you guys are excited as well. If there are any questions we haven't yet answered, feel free to ask them right now. If you've got like a burning question that you're not going to be able to sleep tonight about until you get that question answered, feel free to ask that question right now. I understand that you also get a profit from each sale. Correct. That's why it's a complete win-win. You're getting great numbers, great. The product, you're getting great numbers. And by the way, I want to make this clear and search. Perhaps you can relate to this. One of the beautiful things that we've seen with eBay, it's not always the cheapest price that makes the highest sale, right? We've seen members that have charged more for the same product actually got more sales. Perhaps you can elaborate upon this, but you're absolutely right. There is some profit for us as well, our team at Be Global. Therefore, your success is our success. If you're selling and you're making profit, we're making profit as well. Not a ton, but we make a profit on every sale as well. So it's completely a win-win relationship. So I'm glad you brought that up. That is, I mentioned it in the presentation. I hope it's clear to everyone else. Yeah, so Rami's asking a good question. When do we pay Be Global? After we receive the funds from the customer? Yes, you're only buying once you make the sale, Rami. You're not buying. You are not buying in advance. So you're buying from profit, from money that you've got in your pocket. That's the beauty of this. Awesome. Serge, perhaps you can elaborate.
Yes, I can basically, what happened is this, you don't have to be necessarily the cheapest on eBay to sell, because if you would have been the cheapest, then only probably the Chinese sellers will sell there. And it's not the case, because they want everyone to benefit. They want a lot of sellers and a lot of activity. So then they can't just give an opportunity to those who are cheapest. And remember that eBay also make money by, by what we sell. So if they're only gonna let the guys who are the cheapest sell, then they're also not gonna make enough profit for themselves. So basically they want everyone to enjoy and give everyone a chance. And it's also very important to see, for example, they would choose people who are giving a good service, who treat their buyers correctly, who provide a good, the right products and answer correctly. So it's not only if you are the cheapest that you will be able to sell on eBay. There's a number of things that will make you, that you will allow you to sell on this platform. So, and this is everything we're going to speak in the program, how to reach this. It's not just because you are the cheapest, but because you are you are doing the right things on this platform, which is very, very important.
Guys, from our perspective, we've succeeded when you succeed. And that you can say to us after 30 days, this was the best thing you've ever done online in your entire life. That is the goal with this. And I'm telling you up front, there will be a small group of members that have still got questions they need answered. Nothing will be left in the dark. You've got questions, we get them answered. Whether it's on the training we're going to do with you, whether it's through videos we're creating, direct access to Sam. But there's completely unacceptable that we have someone here that's got a question that they feel they haven't got answered. That is not going to be acceptable, and we're not going to allow that to happen, okay? So I want you to understand that. We're in this together. Jonathan Gever, you're in, my friend, and you are safe. Isaac, no, you haven't missed anything, and thank you for dedicating your time to this training today. Guys, I'd love to get your feedback on today's training. Really, if you could just write a sentence about today's training, it would mean a tremendous deal. People asking, what is the relationship between Be Global, which is the company with the products, it's our team that we've got the products from, Be Global, and eBay. So there is a tremendous connection between Be Global and eBay. Let's bring David back in for that. Our founder of Be Global was a very, very successful eBay seller himself. He got to $7 million. He joined us at the live event in Vegas. You're going to see him at the live event. He got to a $7 million or something like that, $9 million. I don't remember the exact number in a year. Has a very good relationship with the VPs at eBay. A tremendous relationship. He knows what was working with eBay and built a relationship with eBay. Again, David, you could just reiterate something you said before, but people perhaps didn't quite get. You know, the relationship between with Be Global and eBay, and why this is not, you know, some external company that, you know, is just guessing its way to success for its members.
I will try to explain that, and thanks for the opportunity to do that. eBay does not like drop shipping. They want people who sell on their platform to actually own the product. And that presents a challenge for most people who, if they want to sell on eBay, they either do some what is called arbitrage, which they fulfill from Amazon or Walmart or other places like that. And if eBay catches that, the logarithms actually will catch that. It's quite easy. They will close your store. And people who have any kind of experience with that know that it takes a while to build a store with very good rating, you know, 4 stars, 5 stars, and so on. And then to have it closed, you actually lose money and sales, of course, and everything around it. And it takes you a while to rebuild that. So the idea that the CEO of Be Global came up with was to create a parallel platform that will be okayed by eBay. He met with the CEO of the company and did receive his blessings and created the platform that is absolutely dedicated to only fulfill orders that are being taken or being shown and taken on eBay. eBay is very happy about it because in a way, these products are not just being arbitraged by their competitor like Amazon, but they're being sold by wholesalers in the US and in other markets. So it's a win-win situation. Basically, the platform is comprised of a variety of products from a variety of suppliers. The platform is easy to use. It gets revised by eBay itself on regular basis, and they absolutely love it. In fact, you remember that in Vegas, a lot of people from eBay showed up as well to give freebies and all kinds of gifts to our members. The thing is that this is where it's at. Having a partnership and a winning partnership with eBay is at the base of our success. And it's at the base of the success of every member that joins and opens stores and sells without any risk of ever losing his store, his or her store. I hope this answers somewhat.
Very, very well put together, David. Thank you. This is very, very special. And I know you are very proud to represent Be Global because of, you know, there is something unique here, right? It's, you know, in terms of the marketplace, it doesn't look the most attractive in the world, but who cares, right? The fact is they got 1 million odd products in there.
Right.
And we can take those products and who get that? It's just, it's not a public consumption.
Exactly.
You know,
That's exactly the point. We are not here to make pretty looking products and stuff like that. That is more than anything the job of the sellers. Now we are placing the products, but the sellers themselves, the members, can actually improve the description. It's very, very important. we will teach you guys as you come along. We will teach you about all these things that we know. We cannot compress it all into a 1-2 hour session. We are doing it over weeks. And then Serge has, I mean, I think that we have dozens of videos on our platforms that you can actually watch and learn. And we encourage you to please do that, because it only helps you, helps us. It's simple as that. So if you actually follow all this is what the consistency that we are talking about, that Barry is mentioning to you again. It's being consistent is an incredibly important. It's important in life in general. Whether you're studying to be anything or whether you are working any place, be consistent in what you do. Even with the relationship, it's the same thing. So if you are consistent, you're going to most likely succeed. All the tools are there for you to succeed. It's free access in a way to a platform with 1.3, 1.4 million products now. And we are adding products every day, every week. We're adding products. We are looking, and it's a live thing. This thing is basically a couple of years old. So it's a new business. It's a new and exciting platform, and we are improving it all the time. We are open to suggestions from members who are actually working on it already for a month or two. They already have ideas, and we are taking their input and changing wherever we can, and wherever we can improve it. We work it more like almost like a community in a way, that all of us are in this together, because all of us together are succeeding together.
The beauty of this with our members here with the VIP is that obviously they have the best of both worlds, guys. And this is what this is all about. There's no rocket science here. If you were looking for rocket science, you obviously came to the wrong place. But what you do have is a community. All right, final comments, final questions. Guys, it's either now or never. Let me make it clear. If you haven't yet joined, but you are curious, you've got questions that haven't been answered, or we've been unable to satisfy you, and you want to speak to a member of our team, click on the Save Me spot, fill out the form. You will then be able to speak to a member of our team. Excellent. Yosef Van Keen, I mentioned your name before as well. You're in, and you are safe as well. All right, I think we can wrap this up. Let's just go around the room. Final comments. First of all, let's start with you, David. What are your final comments? Thank you again, taking 2.5 hours out of your schedule to be with us.
I really want to thank you for this incredible evening. I wish we could have actually invented a crystal ball. That would have been such an easy then sell, because I could actually show these guys, hey, take a look where you're going to be in a month from now. But I can't. They have to trust, and they have to trust themselves to trust what you are telling them, what we are all telling them here, and give it a shot. And then when you actually do give it a shot and you join, don't just join and then expect for things to happen. Participate. Focus in what we are doing here, because you are entering into an adventure that can change your life, literally can change your life. And that is without working hard. I mean, the entire world is turning internet-ish kind of a thing. So this is where it's at. The 9-to-5 jobs are being robotized somehow, and the future is online. So you guys, if you are putting your foot forward, you are way ahead of the game. Join, but when you join, do some work, do get involved, become part of the community. And welcome to those of you who have joined already, and welcome to those of you who are about to join.
First of all, David, thank you very much. You're super dedicated to our members, to the B Global community, and I thank you for everything that you've done for us. Thank you. I'm going to get to you, Serge, in just a minute, but remember, guys, no one left behind. That is the goal here. I only ask one other last thing, guys, and that is when you get to a point in 30 days, hopefully every single one of you is getting traction, that you agree to write into us and share with us your feelings about what it's meant to you and what the future is going to do for you, all right? That you share with us. I'll leave you one final anecdote. This happened to us at one of our live events a couple of years ago when we were teaching Shopify. We had a guy show up at our Shopify live event, and it turns out that this guy, and we were working at the time with Shopify, you know, we're talking to our members, seeing some people having success, a lot of people finding it hard to get traction. I'm being absolutely honest about this. And it's always been our frustration. So this guy shows up at the event, and Sebastian Cereze is his name. And he tells everyone at the event that we're talking about who's made sales here. He puts his hand up. We said, how much have you generated? He says, well, I made 10 million euros. I said, what? 10 million, we didn't even hear from you. What the heck happened? So yeah, I don't really speak very good English. Basically, he made a lot of money from what we trained him on. He actually was one of those that actually took action, very entrepreneurial, very unusual in that regard. That is certainly not an average case study for someone doing Shopify, guys. Most people didn't even get an initial sale because they didn't take the initial, do the initial training, or didn't do any sort of Facebook advertising, and could never get consistency. It was always a frustration for us. But this guy generated 10 million euros. And then he told us he took our course, put it into French, and generated another like 14 million euros. So we never heard from this guy. He happened to show up at our live event. If it wasn't for that, this guy went literally 2 years under the radar and never spoke to us. He had no reason to, had no questions to ask, never showed up for any training other than he got what he needed, applied it, and was very, very, very successful. In any event, why am I telling you that story? I ask you, please, from the bottom of my heart, when you start getting traction, share it with us. Don't just talk to us when you have questions. Please do that anyway. But when you start getting traction, let Sam know as well. He likes to also get the benefits of you guys getting the breakthroughs as well. That means a lot to us. Share that with the team. It means a lot to everyone in the office. All right, guys, I think we're pretty much done. If you have any other final question, fill out the form and speak to us. Our team will be happy to answer any question that you have. No question is taboo. Serge, the final comment, my friends, the man that brought this whole Ebus to life, the one that showed us opened our eyes to eBay at the very beginning, and the person that brought BeGo into our lives. This is the guy who is more dedicated to our members than any other trainer I've ever met in my entire life. This guy's got a heart of gold. It's actually a heart of platinum. And you guys are going to feel that love from him and way beyond. You're going to get a lot more than you ever thought you'd get in this. And it's thanks to the dedication, the motivation, and the very special personality of Serge. I can't pronounce your family name, Serge. Most people can't, but I can pronounce the name Serge. So Serge, why don't you share with everyone your final comments?
First, thank you very much for the kind word that you're saying about me. I really appreciate this, Barry. One thing I want to say, it's simple. It's like David said, there's no risk. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I really feel it's a great opportunity. Most of the work is done for you. You don't have to look for the products, and the rest you'll have the training. It's easy, it's simple. It's really something that it's worth to take a chance if you really want to start generating another extra income, something additional to what you're earning currently. And I really feel this is something to take. It's a great opportunity. It's only available for a few days, so I think that you should really consider doing it and at least register as on Save Me Ebus. That's what Barry mentioned, and I feel that you're going to see the result. And that's the great thing about this. It's exciting, and as we heard from Mark as well, it's exciting. Every morning now he wakes up, he wonders how many sales he had during the night. And if it's something that you would like to have the same feeling, then take this opportunity and join, and you will be happy to be part of this new family.
Awesome. Thank you, Serge. That's very, very nicely, very succinctly said. Those are my sentiments exactly. Guys, thank you for your dedication. You guys are incredible. Let's now go and make this work. All right, guys, thank you. We really appreciate you. Good night.